Hello everyone. Ready for some rib keys? How's everybody doing today? Hey, the WoW music is non-existent. There it is. How's everybody doing today? Hope you are all having a great day. Ready for some rib keys? Let me minimize this. The glare off my bones is a killer. You ripped keys last night? Or rib keys night? Yeah, my bad. I thought you said you ripped keys last night. What's up, Max, Eric, Jesus, Cordova, Akura? How you guys doing today? I'm quiet. Yeah, the music was really, really loud. Should be a lot better now. What's up, nerds? How you doing? So, good things happened. My weekly chest was actually really good this week. So let me show you guys what I got for my weekly chest. I got a 385 helmet with my best in slot Azurite trait. Now, second, third, and fourth I don't really care about the second and third Azurite trait, but the main trait is my best in slot. So I got some really, really good stuff there. I also got another upgrade yesterday from Raid, 355 shoulders. And yeah, my item level is getting up there, guys. 365. Not too bad. Not too bad. How's your progression in Uldir going? Tuesdays is basically farm nights at this point. So yesterday we did all of normal and 2 bosses of heroic in one night. And then Thursdays is going to be all the progression. But as far as progression, we are 3 out of 8 for heroic. So we full clear normal, and then we do almost as much as like the farm content is. Basically tomorrow we need to kill Fetid, and then we're back on progression, right? And Vectis has been down pretty damn low. We recently did get new healers, which should be helping out a lot. We were running a little shy on healers, so yeah, we've been getting new people in there. 4 out of 8? Wait, what? 4 out of 8? Did we kill Vectis last week? I need to Did we kill Vectis last week? Right. Yeah, we killed Vectis. Oh, all right. Well then. There goes me and telling you about progression. So we're 4 out of 8. What's up, Lord? How you doing? We got Mithrax down last night. Tonight we're burning through normal and starting our progress on Gahoon. Nice, nice. So you guys don't do that many progression nights anymore? By the way, guys, this is the current things, current weekly, or no, the current keys I've done total. This week I did a Shrine 8, and so like my current key right now is a Motherload 10. You know, good luck on a Motherload key. But we've got a we did a Shrine, and I did a what did I do for this week in Mythic Plus? All right, guys, my brain is failing me today. My brain is completely failing me. Only 2,000 more rep until a new Orc Warrior. Nice, Eric. Very nice. All right, let's find a key. What key do you guys want to see? Necrotic. The only thing that I can think of that is a key that I do not want to do on a warrior is Tol Dagor. That is the one key that I just don't want to touch, and that's because Necrotic on the first boss. Necrotic Sand Queen with Tyrannical. I want nothing to do with that. On a Brewmaster Monk, easy. You throw down a statue, your statue is gonna eat those hits for you. I want to see Siege. Tol Dagor, dude. I can do Tol Dagor. I can do a Tol Dagor, but I'd much rather do it on my Brewmaster Monk. On my warrior, I don't know. If it gets as high as a Necrotic, it's at least a +8. I would need some really good DPS to carry me. You saw that that my mouse died from unknown means, probably mouse trap or poison. Hoping it was doing good for you. Yeah, man. So here's my old mouse, right? And the mouse wheel just doesn't work anymore. I normally press in my mouse wheel to use ignore pain and thunderclap, depending on if I use a modifier key or not, and I can't press it in anymore. The mouse wheel no longer clicks; it is permanently pressed down. So when I try to do anything else, the mouse wheel is registering as clicked in, and so I can't do much. So I got a Logitech G502. So that's what I'm rocking right now. It's got 2 buttons here on the side, and then 2 buttons near my thumb that are all hopefully going to replace having to use the mouse wheel click. How hard is it going to be for a Prot warrior from vanilla coming back after 4-year break into BFA? It's going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. And it's not so much it's going to be hard for you because of the state of warriors. Like, that's independent. Oh, there's a king dress. +8. So, independent of that, like, it is going to be difficult for you to get used to warriors right now. Warriors are not in the best place. That being said, they are currently being reworked anyway.
What is your business?
So in the PTR, right now, they removed our mastery. So they're going to replace it. So we'll see what they replace it with. But the big thing that is going to make the difference for you as a Prot warrior coming back from vanilla is just the game overall. If you haven't tanked since vanilla, you're not used to the number of mechanics that are out right now. So in vanilla, it was 1 mechanic went out to the whole raid group at the same time, right? So your tanks did a little bit of swapping every now and then as well, and that was the only other thing that kind of overlapped. But it was always like 1 big mechanic, raid deals with it, you're good. Nowadays, it's like tanks are dealing with 1 mechanic, healers are dealing with another one, and DPSers are dealing with another one, and this is all overlapping all at the same time. And it just keeps cycling through things like that. Oh, the group booted me, guys. They asked me, they were like, hey, do Prot warriors have a way of dropping necrotic stacks? Do they have an ability that just drops them immediately? And I was like, no. And they booted me from the group. Feels warrior, man. Ah, man. Okay. Let me try to find a siege key. And then, oh, man, a Toldagor key. I'm going to have to find a +8 Toldagor to do. Feels Prot warrior, man. Hey, can warriors automatically drop stacks of necrotic? No, get out of my group. Get out of my group. You can't do it the easy way. I don't want you here.
Speak your business.
Siege. Pally's got the spell warding, necrotic, anything. Yeah, you can't do it every pull though. You can't, not even close to every pull. Suffering for the Ripkey gods, man. G502 master race. His mouse broke. Feverishly double clicking your mouse would do that. Yes, I realize, Max, that I put my equipment through the ringer. I realize that I am someone who spams more than like the global cooldown. Like I should have a global cooldown like in my face to let me know click now, and I realize that I do click a lot. That being said, this mouse lasted 2 months before it broke, and my previous mouse through Legion, which the Legion Prot warrior was way more spammy because Ignore Pain was off the global, so I used to spam a lot more. My Legion mouse lasted 2 years, and this last one lasted 2 months. There's a big difference between lasting a decent amount and me realizing like, yeah, I broke it because I'm spammy, and it lasting 2 months. The 2 months was not that great. You've been waiting all day for the stream. Got some questions. What's up, Herb Derp? Just like you, I'm up for the challenge. They're lost. They're going to be another 2 hours before we find another tank. Finding King's Rest is not an easy dungeon. It's not. I think King's Rest is still a little overtuned. But what makes King's Rest worse is the fact that it doesn't have a lot of trash. Since it has less trash, the trash is more significant, right? So since it has less trash, each trash pull almost feels like a mini boss. So that's what King's Rest has, and that's what makes it difficult. Just Link Heroic Leap. Yeah, they're going to be like, whoa, you're going to run all over the place? How am I supposed to DPS if I'm busy chasing? You can help me by snaring, and then everyone can hit the mob. Okay, everybody's already in there. That just means that the group absolutely sucks. Ah, man. It's a lot. Actually, mob tanking was the last experience. There's a lot to make sure you aren't putting too much pressure, whether it be position. Yeah. When you pop Fortify and Brew, you still maintain Iron Skin, right? Yes, Herp Derp. The most important thing about Brewmaster Monk is 100% uptime on Iron Skin Brew. 100%. That's like if you play a Prot War, I tell you equip your shield. If you're not equipping your shield, what are you doing? That's just weird, right? You need your shield equipped. As a Brewmaster Monk, you need ISB up. It doesn't matter if you're taking physical damage, magic damage, dot damage, whatever it is, you need ISB up. Taking to mitigate the mana sponge, yeah. You had a G400 before your G502, didn't need to replace it, but you wanted a fancy looking mouse. This mouse ain't bad. The one thing, when I first plugged it in, it does the thing where it syncs up with Discord, where if you're talking or if anyone else talking, the light, like, just solid one light, but then while no one is talking, it starts cycling. It was driving me a little crazy, because I could see it out of the corner of my eye, and it would start cycling and then become solid, and then cycle again and solid, and it was just this really weird sudden interrupt between its cycling colors, so I had to turn that off. I'm not a fan of like the whole RGB sync with Discord. Only Paladin can push a button to drop stacks. It's not true, Bear Druid. Paladins have Blessing of Spell Warding. They have Bubble Taunt if they really want to go that route. But a Death Knight can AMS. And when they're AMS, they don't get new stacks, just like Blessing of Spell Warding, right? So AMS gives them immunity to it, so it gives them enough time to drop it. So DK is the other tank, so DK and Paladin. You can do it every 3 minutes. It isn't too bad between kiting and CCs. Get some Google Glasses, have some kind of global cooldown tracker. I like having my most used abilities on my mouse, so just like quick access, like just let's say I'm busy like strafing or typing or something, right? I like having everything quick access there. Okay, they want to summon. So I like having everything quick access there, especially the things that I really need, my interrupt, my spell reflection. You know, those very important things are on my mouse. That being said, I realized that pressing in the mouse wheel, like the mouse wheel click, not mouse wheel up or down, mouse wheel click is not a button that's designed for that much use, right? It's used to open a link as a new tab, close new tabs. That's the everyday use. And in most video games, it doesn't have a big primary use, and that's probably because the switch itself and the button itself is probably not meant for that much abuse. So I am just probably abusing a button that doesn't comply with the mileage that I want it to. So yeah, there's a little bit of a disconnect there, but I got all the bindings from mouse wheel click off. I still mouse wheel up and mouse wheel down and shift mouse wheel up and shift mouse wheel down, but I no longer mouse wheel click. Ah, man. The mouse you're using right now has lasted over 3 years. Dang. That is nice. You thought I broke my mouse by spamming so well for lock cookies? Almost. Almost. Alright. Hey, they all have war mode on. Alright, cool. I was wondering if I was going to be able to see them or they were going to see me. What is my rep with champions? I'm not. I'm honored. This is the thing, right? Right now, my Heart of Azeroth is item level 350. Would it be nicer as a 365? Sure, at this point, yes. I finally hit an average item level. But going into normal old deer drops 355s. Going into normal old deer drops 355s, and my heart was 345, so it wasn't that far behind. So I'm not too worried about the Heart of Azeroth. I'm also, it's one of those things where the Heart of Azeroth Azerite grind, it's just I'm not a fan of it, and I'm just gonna let it level up as it levels up. Like, I do my islands every week, and I'll do some of the Champions of Azeroth. Like, if I'm online and I don't want to be leveling another toon or gearing up another toon, then I'll go do Champions of Azeroth. But I have arguably I have 2 years, right? Like, if the expansion lasts 2 years, I have 2 years to hit Exalted, and after that I'm gonna hit a really big wall. I'm not in a rush to hit that wall right now, but yeah, I'm honored. It's nothing great. You mouse wheel click for taunt? Yeah, my mouse wheel click was was ignore pain, and shift mouse wheel click was thunderclap. So then when I pop avatar, it was just like thunderclap, 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 and it was a lot of spam. You have a motherload 9 key? Nice, I have a motherload 10. I didn't... What? This hunter, I don't They keep wanting to summon the hunter. He should have been able to get here by now. Lots of people want the easy way, yeah. If you bear tank, you should be able to soothe the raging, correct? Yes, this expansion, yes, nerds. I don't believe soothing raging was a thing last expansion. At least I don't remember anyone talking about it. See, this guy, he said war mode was on, so he couldn't see me. I'm war mode on. But this expansion, they've changed a few things. So in yesterday's This Week Mythic Plus, I stated necrotic as what it used to be, 3% per stack. Somebody told me that it's now 2% per stack. Teaming in the BFA beta was not completely broken and terrible, but teaming when it came live last week was terrible. That being said, by Monday night, they nerfed teaming and they changed this, so now teaming is not that bad. So, like, next time we get teaming, I'm sure everyone's gonna remember early week teaming, and they're gonna be like, I hate teaming, I hate this, I'm not gonna do any teaming. It was nerfed, it was hotfixed late that week. So they're still like changing a lot of Mythic Plus things, and I haven't seen any hotfix patch notes for it. I wish there was a little bit more communication as far as what they're changing, because we learned Mythic Plus as a system last expansion, right? And now all of a sudden things are changing. It's kind of weird. Epic with the best key for pugging, yeah. Can you do a High King's Rest, Akura? I will try to join a group. The group I tried to join like 5 minutes ago gave me the boot, but sure, yeah, I'm gonna try. What do I think about Classic WoW coming out? I don't really care for it. I feel like it's taking a huge step back. Kovdova, I think it's fine. It's perfectly fine. It's kind of like the other game that does it, that does it really well, is RuneScape. RuneScape has RuneScape 3, which is the most recently developed RuneScape, and they have old school RuneScape. They both have different communities. They both attract different types of people to join their game. They both have subscription models. They both make their own money. They are both have their own different development teams, their own different community teams, everything like that. I think it's okay for WoW to have a classic WoW and a more up-to-date WoW. I don't know how much classic WoW is going to be able to develop, and that's the part that I'm more concerned of, right? Classic WoW has a set route. Like classic WoW is going to be level 1 through 60. It's going to be Molten Core, BWL, AQ, 20 and 40. You know, Nixia before that as well. And then you're going to have Naxxramas. And that could be, I mean, they could try to stretch that out into about a year and a half of content, maybe a year and a half of like raid cycles coming out, maybe 2 years. And then after that, they're going to have to go on their own. They can't have a brand new game stop at Nax and be like, hey, you still need to pay a subscription fee, or you still like, we still want you to come back with no new content. So after Nax comes out, they're gonna have to decide what they want to do with classic WoW, and that's what I'm really interested in. And then once we start seeing where classic WoW is going to take us, that's when we'll see how it's gonna end up. AMS prevents stacks. It doesn't drop stacks. It's also 5 seconds, so you still have to kite. Oh, okay, got it. Mouse abuse. It really was, man. I felt like throwing that mouse against a wall. You used to have interrupts bound to middle click since vanilla. Blew out so many mice before finally switching over to MB4. Yeah, you see, I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one spamming that middle mouse click, man. Get that plus 15 item level increase per rep gain. Yeah, and I mean, at this point, in order to get my Heart of Azeroth to catch up, I need to do it. So now I'm at a point where I can. That being said, I did get a lot of really fat upgrades last week and this week. Like my helmet this week. I got shoulders yesterday as well. I got this trinket last week, late last week as well. These 2 rings I believe I got last week. Yeah, at this point, like I'm getting way better and way better gear. I don't know if this hunter is ever going to get here. I don't know if this hunter knows how to get here, guys. Alt and back scroll is taunt. Oh, wow. My taunt is just 1. Just my 1 button. Rip key, more like rip life. Just did siege. Hunter couldn't kite the boss to any bomb. I've been in groups where people don't kite to any bombs, and that boss on Tyrannical is going to last an eternity. It's almost like the whole Keystone timer is just dedicated to that first boss. We had a Druid and Motherlode last night, Soothe, and it was great. Yeah, that's nice. They nerfed teaming on the weekend. Yeah. Yeah, the early on in the week, teaming was terrible. I hated it. Yeah, they hotfixed teaming. And I don't think they put it out on official patch notes. At least, I didn't see it. I didn't see it on any hotfix notes. You did it all with teaming, and you went right at beginning, and one of the packs had 2 zombie honor guards and the totem. Yeah, I've been seeing that Ataldazar has a lot of errors with the totem still like dropping goop everywhere. I also saw that Ataldazar on teaming was changing for every key. If you did a 9 Ataldazar and then you did like a 10 and then you did an 11, every single one of those keys was going to have different trash packs for teaming, which is really weird. Are they going to put in the key? I hope not. Dude's not here yet. You're still getting rewards for your mythic chest. Having to do a +9 for 5 item level group with set. Yeah, Demon Hunter. I don't think the mythic plus rewards are where they should be. Nax is coming back. I think in classic WoW, I don't see why not. Classic WoW development cycle should be that. They haven't officially announced their development patch cycle for classic WoW. I think it's a lot of TBD, a lot of up in the air. But yeah, I don't see why they wouldn't. What are you guys waiting for? We're waiting for that hunter. That hunter was what we were waiting on. +8, I think, right? Spell warding prevents stacks and doesn't remove them. Right, yeah. So AMS and spell warding work the same way, where they're both, immunities, they don't necessarily drop it, but I think spell warding lasts the full 9 seconds so that it drops. When you put it like that, you kind of hope that Classic WoW does really well. I would love to see MOP Classic servers. Yeah, I think that's the thing. I think if they release Classic WoW and there's an attention to detail or a way that everybody just really enjoys that content, I think we could very well see the release of instead of like Time Walking Week, like right now it's Time Walking Cataclysm, we could see the release of Time Walking servers, right? I don't understand why it wouldn't be a thing where they would put a small development team to be like, all right, Time Walking servers this week, and then right now we're gonna focus on Time Walking BC servers, and then we're gonna focus on Time Walking you know, mob servers, whatever it is. I don't see why it wouldn't be a thing for them to try to do that. So is this really? It is. Necrotic is 2% now. It's not 3% anymore. You see, like these really small little changes to affixes make a big difference in the way you handle the affixes. Like, I no longer need to run away at 15 stacks. I can wait for about 25 to 30 stacks. That's those kind of changes I feel need slightly better communication. All right, let's interrupt that. Now my stacks are going to start getting a little bit high here because of the non-elite trash. That being said, since it is non-elite trash, I shouldn't need to worry about it too much, and I don't. And then these are all non-elites. As long as I throw on my shield block and just keep blocking whatever they're doing to me, I'll be okay. Just drop the hunter? Dude, that hunter took forever. I don't know. Maybe he was coming from a Classic WoW server, and that's what took him so long. Come on, guy. Alright, as long as everybody catches up, I can keep pulling, but I just need everybody to get here first. Alright, I'm gonna do a big pull here, and I'm okay with this. I should be able to survive. Oh, we pulled the left side too. Alright, so with this new Necrotic, I'm not as like afraid of a big pull as I normally was. That being said, once my stacks start getting too high, like right now I'm at 60% Necrotic, right? 60% absorption. It's not the best situation to be in, but almost everything is dead. So at this point, it doesn't really matter to me too much to be like, hey, you know what? We need to run out. We need to be careful here. Necrotic Rot just went away. Let's pull this guy. You program yourself to certain keys for all your characters. Every taunt on your characters is, yeah, I do the same thing. I run very, very similar setups on every single one of my characters. Like, my interrupt is always the same key. I always have what would be considered a movement ability on the same key. So like roll and charge and wild charge and divine steed, you know, things like that. They're always on the same key. If it's a movement ability, it's on the same key. If it's a magic mitigation ability, it's on the same key. AoEs are on the same key. That being said, every single tank has its own different toolkit, so there are some differences, and when it starts getting to like the nitty-gritty, I have to make different choices. But yeah, like active mitigation, like basic active mitigation is also the same key on every tank. So yeah, definitely I try to keep it pretty uniform between every single class. How's my shaman doing on healing? We're good. We're good. Let's run in here. Now again, this boss doesn't have a aggro table, so all I need to do is aim this Vanguard away from everyone. So when he starts doing his frontal cleave, that's when I'm gonna go stack up, right? Like I don't. Okay, there's a thing behind me. I want to avoid being there. All right, there it is, Iron Gaze. And so we lost the elite guy. So with losing the elite guy, I no longer have to worry about, hey, you know what if I aim this at someone and someone goes down? So I no longer have that fear. So now let's just DPS the boss until we get new ads. Alright, so we got one of the new ads here. Here's the other guy. Let me taunt him. face him away from the group over here. Once there's a heavy slash. So heavy slash. Let me go over here, stack him up a little bit. Should have been able to do a little bit of cleaving. Maybe not the most, maybe not the best. Now, since we got the Hangman Noose out here, when this expires, he's going to have a really fast AoE around him. So I'm going to step away. And there's that AoE. It's too fast for you to avoid if you don't preemptively avoid it. So very important to know that you need to avoid it before it even happens. And it only goes out after Hangman Noose or the Hook one. I forget what exactly the name of the Hook one. Depends on if you play Alliance or Horde. So whether Noose or Hook go out, that's right after that. Just stay away from the boss. Alright, we're going to have a little bit more kiting here. Hopefully we run him into this bomb. Perfect. Now Necrotic Rot here is not really any big issue or anything like that. But you guys see we're going to get that small little knockback. That small little knockback is not that big of a deal. I think two people got hit by that heavy slash. Alright, so the boss is over there. He got kited through a bomb, and now we don't have any more bombs left. So now at this point, we're just kind of left to ourselves, right? We got this ad. There it is. I was like, we got the non-elite ad, but I don't see the elite one. He had a little bit of a delay there. There's a heavy slash. Let me go over here and hopefully, oh, there's the Hangman Noose cast. So now I have to be aware, right, that after that cast goes out, we're gonna have an AoE. It's probably gonna clip some people. Look at that. It clipped, I think, 2 of the DPSers. So now the boss is really low. I don't want to aim this heavy slash at anyone, so I'm just gonna stay over here. There it is. And now there's the boss. Nice. Not bad. Getting Hydrocores from Mythic Plus with Alchemy and Enchanting should be a crime. They definitely need they need to look at some things this expansion. There's a lot of things that need to be addressed. Alright, so I've got, there it is. I was like, my healer's not here yet. So even though we have Necrotic, since it's a lot slower to apply now, right? Arguably it's 33% slower because it's 1% less out of it went from 3% to 2%, right? So it applies a third slower. So now I should be able to do bigger pulls with Necrotic and not have to worry about it. SOB for Alliance sucks. We jump to Horde path plus 10 and get instant 6 stats. Ouch.
Beware.
Alright. So we just want to avoid the trample. That's the one thing with this trash. Nothing else is really something you can avoid or that you really want to worry about. Just get that handled. With that being the thing.
Beware.
Alright. Oh, with that beings is a thing? Nice. Okay, let's go over here. My avatar's got 2, 1. Okay, there it is. I was like, my avatar has like 1 second left. I want my avatar for this. Nice. We interrupted that cast. Rip gods, hear my prayers. Not on this key. Not on this key, please. Let's just not. Get behind cover. That's fine. You know you're behind cover when you have the buff on you. Oh, that rogue. Oh, that rogue. Oh, man. All right. You need 50 stacks before running away? Yes, 50 stacks is a full 100 now. It's so weird, you know? How they just decide to change things. And kind of like we have the adventure guide, it'd be nice if there was like a journal of certain things so you could look into it, but sometimes it takes a little bit of guesswork, unfortunately. Alright, let me pop avatar. Let me stay in here. And now let me get my demo shout up, now that I've got my avatar nice and rolling here. And every time my oh no, I got stunned. Every time my my avatar is going, or my ignore pain goes down below like 15k, I know that I'm not going to get a perfect 1.3 stack, and I'm going to overstack by a little bit, but once I'm down below 15k for my level of strength, that's around the time where I'm going to use another one. What's up with this, like, heroic leap has been very broken this expansion too.
That ship is laden with azurite caches. Slaughter the crew and all holds cargo out of the sea.
So I've heard that we're gonna get that broadside out on the group, right? Yeah, that hurt a lot of people there. I don't know if I'm okay. We're good. We're good. Oh, healer. A lot of people went down to that. I was like, how come I'm not receiving heals? There was a lot of other people dying as well. Okay. I don't know. No, we haven't pulled all of this yet. Alright, let's run into it. Really? He's gonna just try to LOS us? Okay, let me do this. Come on, guy. Get over here. There we go. Dude, honestly, you hope BF Blizzard never comes into my stream? Why? Why, Toon? Alright, come on, guy. Come on, guy, really? As soon as I charge him, he's gonna disengage. Okay, we're gonna get you to disengage in this direction. That's fine. I'm just gonna keep taunting you, keep you facing in my direction. What's up, Reddy? I am doing good today. I'm doing good. Getting our rib keys in this week. Shouldn't be that terrible this week. I feel like with the nerf to necrotic, that means a lot. That adds up to a big change. All right. So there's a clear the deck. Let's sidestep it. 20 likes and you get to see what's under my beanie? No. No. You don't get to see the tentacles yet. I mean, what? So I've heard that you can actually CC all of these ads. You can CC them while they're on the boat. So if you're fast enough, let's say you have like an imprison and a paralysis, you can actually CC these guys while they're still on the boat, and you eliminate having to get the ads at all. So that's something that I want to try. I want to see how easy or how difficult it is to kind of get that CC'd. Your life isn't dropping. They're gonna say warriors are fine. Let's nerf him. Oh, that's why too. It's the thing. Warriors are not like completely broken weak. They're just weird to use. They're not fun to use, right? We have like 3 different rotations. Like if you pop Avatar and Demo Shout, you have a completely different rotation. If you're taking magic or rain, if you're taking unblockable damage, again, a completely different rotation. If you're taking blockable damage, that's a different rotation as well. Like what makes warriors right now really awkward is the fact that you just have so many situational rotations where you really have to know. You have to be really aware of what type of damage you're taking. Hey, you know what? This is blockable damage, and I know that. So I'm going to cycle through my SB as best as possible, my shield blocks as best as possible, and I'm also going to get the most out of my bolster as much out of it as I can. There's a lot of those little things that you can do, but if you just tank, like if you don't know every single fight and every single mob that's hitting you, and all you do is run in there and try to tank like a normal tank does, you're gonna get beat up. You're definitely gonna get beat up, because most other tanks are just, you know, maintain decent uptime on your active mitigation, go through your priority system, not necessarily rotation, but go through your priority system, and that's the way you handle 90% of the trash that's out there. Prot warriors are not like that. Prot warriors have something different they do for everything. You need to know your class well, and you need to know the type of damage that you're taking in order to get your best response. That's what makes Prot warriors difficult to play right now. and frankly just not very fun to play. They also just have a global cooldown crisis where everything seems like it's on the global, and it's hard to be like, it's hard to know exactly what the next global should be. Once you get very used to it, you can handle it, but just immediately it's not that obvious to say I need to use every single global on fishing for shield slimes. Or how come my cat mounts up? I'm stuck in combat.
Will provide us with a far greater advantage. I've caught sight
Huh.
of our next quarry to the
I don't know if
south.
I'm the only one that's stuck in combat.
Let's move quickly.
I do normally pull these two guys together because I can get out of the fear. So, you know, I'm okay with this pull. That being said, if you are another tank that can't get out of the fear, you might not want to. Also, these demolishers, they do that frontal crash, what is it called, crushing slam. That can be sidestepped. So like you saw me sidestep there, that's something you definitely want to do before it goes out. It hurts a lot. It's just something that you should avoid. Now, I'm up to 20 something stacks of necrotic. This means I'm in the 60%, almost 70% of healing received reduced. So I'm gonna try to kite a little bit. Oh, we've got another dude over here. I can't really kite right now. Not right now. Okay, so what I'm gonna do to try to break, oh, that necrotic is just gonna break automatically. Nice. I was gonna fear bomb him and walk away from him, but not necessary. You can say that with certainty that this key is going really smoothly. The gods are not pleased. I like Seizure Boralus. I enjoy Seizure Boralus. I don't think it's a very difficult dungeon. There's a lot of avoidable mechanics. Like, there's a lot of things in Siege that can one-shot you. That being said, most of those you can sidestep or you can just walk away from. So yeah, Seizure Boralus is one of those keys that I don't mind doing because a lot of the damage is avoidable as long as you know which one is and how to avoid it. Now this dude is walking right behind me. I want combat to drop really quick. Come on, necrotic, necrotic, necrotic. Oh, man, that sucks. Okay, even though it sucks, it should be okay. I'm only at 40% necrotic. Now, I wouldn't want it to be here, but it is what it is.
Beware.
Wait, I thought that was the slam. That's what I get for reading. What did you say about reapplying Ignore Pain? So Ignore Pain only stacks up to 1.3 times. My combat's not dropping. Like, I should be able to pull faster. So Ignore Pain only stacks up to 1.3 times, right? Unfortunately. So, like in Legion, it's stacked up to 3 full times. So it's good to know what your size of Ignore Pain is, right? So whenever I cast Ignore Pain, I'm about 27k, right? That's my average Ignore Pain, is about 27k. Now with necrotic and stuff, it's gonna keep bumping down, but my full Ignore Pain is like 27k. So you should reapply Ignore Pain at about 50% of your current ignore or of your max Ignore Pain. There's a necrotic slime. It finally did go away. Okay. So like my Ignore Pain is 27k. So I can say almost 30. And so once I hit 15k, which is half, that's when I'll reapply my Ignore Pain, because at that point, instead of like max stacks are 1.3, I'm hitting it at 1.5. Hopefully, if I take a little bit of damage, just a little bit of damage, I'll be okay and I won't overcap. But if I do overcap, I won't be overcapping by much, right? I'll be overcapping by like 20%. It's not that big of a deal, but it helps me smooth out my damage taken, and it helps me it helps my healers also, because I'm having Ignore Pain up a lot more rather than letting it fall off, taking a chunk, a big bite of damage, and then jumping back in. So that's how I stack Ignore Pain. Like if I have the ability to, if that's the part of the rotation I'm on, like right now I finally got to the part of the rotation where I'm doing Ignore Pain stuff, right? Now these guys hurt like hell. So Ignore Pain is about to go away. Ignore Pain is just going away because of necrotic so quickly right now. Let's throw, oh, damn it, I was gonna throw out my shockwave. Pull's almost dead, no big deal. That being said, at least this is gonna let me drop combat, right? No, it's not. You are in combat. Why, Blizzard? Why am I just stuck in combat? So I had this happen to me once while I was doing war mode world questing, where everything was dead, and for some reason, I think maybe it was an add-on, but like, I'm just stuck in combat right now. Oh, WoW just crashed. Yep, that's been happening to me lately. WoW gets like, rip. WoW keeps getting like really big errors and crashing, and I don't know what it is. What nameplates do I use? Enemy nameplates? Shadowed unit frames. If you, Grand Tank, if you want to take a look, if you look at my YouTube, this morning, like 2 hours ago, yeah, about 2 hours ago, I actually put out a video of every single add-on I use, what place it takes in my UI, and how it looks. So yeah, if you want to take a look at that, Grand Tank. I love how you can break fear while playing as a warrior. It fits their class fantasy so well. Warriors are badass. You can't scare them. Yeah, use, you know, it's one of those things where it's like you kind of use your class and you're a rampaging, bloodthirsty warrior. Must have an underrock key with a group, all the things in order to counteract this travesty. Oh no, no. That's what you like to hear. Did you have anything nice in your weekly chest? I did. I got a 385 Azurite helmet with my best in slot Azurite trait. So my weekly chest was just about as good as it can get. Some guys get all the luck. Yeah, I did get all the luck. I hope the group didn't immediately disband or anything. The root gods have spoken. Some of you guys are like DDoSing me right now. I don't know what's going on. I hope the group didn't just go, ah, fuck this tank. Oh, they did. I went offline for a second. Aha! Oh no, they didn't disband. Did everybody crash? No, I think it was just me. So I can mount up once I get to the docks right here. So I won't waste time in like typing out to them, but that sucks. That really, really sucks. And I've actually been having WoW crashes for the past 2 or 3 days. Not 100% sure what's causing it. Every now and then WoW just says that it experienced a fatal error and it'll just crash out. That's it. It'll just crap out. Mobs around the bridge caused the issue for me stuck in combat, and I don't know if that's what ended up disconnecting me, right? Because one of the things that I've seen a lot this expansion one of the things that I've seen a lot this expansion as a tank is that when you have random aggro, you'll start getting teleport, and you don't even need to have random aggro, I'm sorry. Once you start like moving around a room, if the room has really weird placements, you'll start blinking around the room, right? The game will grab you and throw you into like the middle of the room, in the middle of the air, and reposition you. So I don't know if that combat tried to like blink me somewhere and just murdered me, just put me like inside of a wall, and that's what caused it. Okay, so this pull, I've been trying to figure out how to do this pull because it just does really big stuns, right? So I think just doing that, avoiding the big thing is avoiding the bananas on the ground that are leading up to this group. Especially as a warrior, if you target anyone in this group and you charge, you slip on those bananas that are on the ground. It's just like it's a little booby trap. So it's good to try to sidestep it, but this group has been the cause of a lot of pain for me, because you just see a group, you want to run into it, and there's a trap set up for you. Alright, let's all wait here. I don't want to pull the whole thing. Damn it, Glocked. Alright, let me pull these guys, pull them back. If you pull the boss, you can pull all the trash, but not with necrotic. No thanks. Also, I've noticed that in this expansion, I've seen a lot more camera angles that I'm like, why is this a camera angle? Why isn't there like an invisible wall to redirect my camera angle? Especially islands. Islands have so many random things. Alright, so this is going to be doing big damage to me. Come on. We just got to get Ignore Pain up. This is 60% less healing. No, it's not going to end well for me. I think we're okay, though. I think we're okay. Everything's almost dead. See, guys, Prot Warriors rip 35k for that Venom. 35k.
Beware.
Alright. Where's the boss? Nice. Let's go ahead and pull this. Oh, everybody's waiting on this side. Okay. I don't know if I can LOS them how I want to over here, but alright. So the big thing here is going to be those necrotic stacks. Now, not everything in this pull can be snared, right? We have the guy on the horse, that guy, he can't be snared. So look at this, like no matter what I try to do with kiting, that's just not going to end well. So there's some dungeons that are not going to be that terrible when it comes to necrotic, and there's other ones that are going to be terrible. And like these pulls, we're going to be able to kill some of it, but unless there's a way to heal through that damage, there's just not much we can do. And since the necrotic poison is applied with auto attacks, and those trash pulls have a lot of like these little rogues that auto attack very quickly. Look at this, the enrage. The enrage doesn't help. Okay, not everybody's back. I won't pull. Alright, so I won't pull this pull again since we've got the boss right here. I'll go for the next pull over here. Did I say someone is doxing you? No, I said DDoSing. That's why I disconnected from the servers. Alright. Oh, the shaman can't dispel poison. That's making it a lot worse. I'm not too sure about every healer's kit and what they can and can't dispel. It's so like hit and miss. But yeah, that definitely is one of them, because this poison was ticking for 35k on me. So that's going to be one of those things that makes it a lot worse. Ask your shaman to drop an earth elemental. Yeah, that'd be a good one too. Alright, so here's what I can do for this pull. Just do this. Reset the boss, and the trash should be coming too, right? Yep, there it is. Alright, so let's pop bolster. I'm going to cycle through big defensive cooldowns now, since I know that we can't get rid of the poison. So try to keep Ignore Pain up right now, and then I'm going to shield wall. Just try to stay alive. And then at this point, we're going to try to kite a little bit. That being said, look at that. Nothing is snared. There's not much kiting I can do if nothing has any snaring on it. My Thunderclap only does 20%, so that's also going to be one of those things that's like, there's nothing I can do. I can try to drop a Fear Bomb too. Yeah, it's not going to do much. Alright, only the guy with the horse left. They should be able to handle that. Stayed alive through that. You love Prot tanking and you give me hope. It's in a bad place. You prefer the warrior tank to others. I prefer my warrior tank to others as well. There's certain times that it can get a little frustrating. This pull in general is just not going to work out well. Not necessarily for a Prot warrior, but not being able to dispel the poison, right? This right here, 17k a tick. That's a really, really big part of why I died. Why isn't he? Alright, he can't res me. Alright. Let's release and run back. Everybody's stuck in combat. This is a rip key, guys. This is a rip key. It was going so well. Yeah, that poison effect. Since shamans can't get rid of it, that's just going to be terrible. Oh, he said that Laser Matrix is what's keeping him in combat. So maybe Laser Matrix was keeping everyone in I don't have Laser Matrix. probably hit a rat or something. Huh. Alright. Rip key. Yeah, guys. It's a rip key. Alright, I'll let this guy pat around, and then I'll go in there and pull him. You should get the add-on that auto accepts the res. I should, actually. That's actually a very good idea. The only time that I can see that not being a thing or not being a good idea is like in Mother, where let's say I get a B-res and all of the lasers, the defense grid is going out. That's the only time this expansion that I've held a res, that I've been like, all right, I don't want to res right now. I don't want to res right now. So yeah, just sidestep the frontal cleaves that he does. That's a very important part. Here's Tidal Surge. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna hide back here, right? A little bit further back, because we are gonna get that Crashing Tide immediately after. So I don't want to ruin the middle for anyone to be able to hide in there. So since I don't want that to kind of go away, that's why I did that. And we're gonna have another Crashing Tide right now. We're gonna sidestep it. There's a Crashing Tide. We can sidestep that one. And I'm gonna move him over here. That corner is completely polluted at this point. We are gonna have one more Crashing Tide before we have to hide. So I'm gonna get this Crashing Tide to go out in this direction. Oh no, there it is, Crashing Tide. Okay, I saw Breakwater go out, and then immediately after we're gonna need to hide. All right, so let's keep an eye out. There it is. Crashing Tide is gonna go out right after this, so I'm gonna kite him way over here. Oh, there it is. He just stops and casts it wherever he is. Not too bad though. We still have the area right around the fountain. Not too bad. Not the best. Not too bad. Uh-oh. We lost the area around the fountain. Alright. That being said, I hope we don't have to hide over here next time. There's not much room over here. We do have Crashing Tide going out in a little bit here in a few seconds. So I'm going to, of course, get him to aim in this direction. And then the Breakwater is coming up. So there's a Crashing Tide. Get it to go out. The corner of the room. Breakwater's coming up. Alright, where's the Breakwater coming out from? Oh no, Breakwater's a... Right. Okay, we're good. We got him. So Vitkoth next. Don't die on the way to Vitkoth, guys. If you need to backtrack, then backtrack. I've seen way too many people treat it like if it's a yellow street light and just try to keep running forward like that and just die. Just go down to that. Alright. Wait, my teammate just died. Can I cannibalize his body for HP? No, I can't. Unfortunately. Looks like I'm reading. I wasn't on that pool. Alright, so is everybody ready to go? I think so. Alright, let's do this. My hunter looks like he's transmogged to look like he has no gear on. Also, these demolishing terrors, if you don't want the slam to go out, they are interruptible. So like the slam was starting to go out there, and I threw out my shockwave, and it actually stuns them. So if you want to avoid being hit by that slam, if you don't know what direction it was being cast in, then you can absolutely just interrupt. That being said, if you just step away from everyone and you see the slam cast go out, then you just sidestep it. DBM yells at you as well when that slam cast goes out. So I try to aim, I try to be standing in a position where not anyone else is going to be standing in. So most people are going to run over from the bridge in this direction. Most people are not going to be standing off in this corner where that slam hits. So yeah, I just try to make it, I try to make it as inconvenient as possible to get hit by slam. Like, if you get hit by slam, you were probably trying to do that on purpose. Alright, we got the Demo Terror here. Hopefully we get to take it down soon. Nobody's doing the cannon. Oh! Come on, somebody. There we go. Alright, so this debuff is just something that is either healed through or dispelled. If I'm dispelled, it's kind of like a little explosion around me where people need to avoid me. That slam's going to get you. Oh, that rogue is almost down. That slam, man. Did they fix the cannons for LOS? What? Did you guys see that? I charged right through. Wow. I'm telling you guys, a lot of these little hotfixes, they need to communicate these things better. I haven't seen a hotfix that said Siege of Boralus cannons have been fixed for LOS issues. and I know it was a big cause for concern. Also, charging into the water, just why? Why, Blizzard?
Beware.
Shouldn't be a chargeable area. It's another one. But I did charge through the cannon, which I believe means that there is no LOS issue. Okay, let me see if I can heroic throw through the cannon. Look at that. LOS issues? No more. Get that out of here. Let me get the slam to actually go out over here on the bridge. Alright, so we got the engineer. We broke him out. We need to kill this Demo Terror before we move on. Hopefully, I get some more deeps on here. There it is. The hunter finally hopped on over. Did we shoot? No, we haven't even shot the boss yet. Why is everybody on the next platform if we haven't even shot the boss? Whoa! Camera angles, cool. Oh, man.
Beware.
Alright. Demolishing Terror. I don't want to use charge right now because I'll probably just charge on the other side of this boat, and this boat is very difficult to get back onto. There's a slam.
Beware.
So yeah, I just want slam to just be difficult to get hit by. So nobody should be standing on this plank way over here. It should actually not make any sense to be standing there. Alright, Demo Terror. Uh-oh.
Beware.
That slam. Let me stun it. Okay, let me get the slam to go out. Like, damn it. That AoE. Oh, don't want that. If you spend too much time in the water, by the way, a separate type of tentacle comes up from the water and grips you, and then your group needs to save you again from both of them. Alright, so let's step away over here. Alright. So the engineer just got broken out. And there's the cannon. Hopefully somebody jumps in and uses it. There it is. Nice. We did it. Rip key? How bad was a rip key? Time expired. Yeah. That was a rip key, guys. Oh, let's hearth out. We've also got RNGs coming through this. Let's fix that. For sure, nerds, for sure. They can stun, root, slow, and also earth elemental by you. 4 to 5 seconds to drop stacks. Some of those, like the guy on the horse for that particular pack, the guy on the horse is unCCable. Taking 17k a second, any tank will die from that no matter how great you are. Yeah, and without being able to be cleansed, then, you know, it is what it is. It had to be like this. You got to give the people what they want. I know, guys. Sometimes your will is way too strong. I'm convinced that you guys somehow disconnected me. It doesn't auto-accept B-res. Oh, got it, Rhett. So, and I do need that. I do need that add-on. What is it called, Rhett? I'll write it down. Alright, let's hop off this group. There's a repair guy here as well, so that I don't need to go over to any weird place in Zoldazar. Alright, let's try to find a key. Let's see if I can find a King's Rest. A King's Rest on Tyrannical. +6 doesn't have both affixes yet, right? This does not have necrotic. This is, oh, here it is, +8. I was gonna say it has raging, but not necrotic. It's not a bathroom without a rib key. It wasn't terrible. I'll give you that. It wasn't terrible, but yeah, it definitely wasn't one of those things. Just hit max on your Demon Hunter tank, and God, the spiking is rough. Is it just go in, build threat, and then run, or just a general game plan? Meatball, I was not a fan of how Demon Hunter was playing when I played it in the beta, to be completely honest with you. I thought it was way too spiky. What I would suggest is running in and doing what you need to do while you have demon spikes up, right? With demon spikes up, you're not spiky. if you have that demon spikes up, you're fine. Your damage intake is perfectly fine. That being said, I would highly suggest staying in there until that demon spike starts running out and you start running into lapses in your active mitigation. Once you start running into lapses in your active mitigation, I think you have two choices. One of them is to kite, and you can kite via Sigil of Chains and Sigil of Fear. If you can fear bomb them and then chain them right after, if you want to do it that way. Or what you can do is also pop meta. Your meta is now a 3-minute cooldown, so you can also pop meta to stay in. Like, let's say you do want to stay in and the group is doing really good damage. It's one of those unCCable groups. You demon spikes once you start having gaps, you meta, and then hopefully right after your meta, you don't pop demon spikes during your meta, and then hopefully right after that you have a few more stacks of that demon spikes, and you can extend your active tanking period. But that being said, I wasn't a fan of it. You know what I was thinking? They should have time walking month for like a month or two. They release all the content. That'd be cool, though. That'd be really cool. The only thing is, there's so many past expansions. You would have like a 1 or 2 month period where they might want to release a new patch, a new raid, a new arena season, and people are going to be really busy with the old content. So yeah, that would be the only thing. Is the two-hander in King's Rest any good? If you are a DPSer, yes. If you are a tank, I don't suggest it, because as a tank, taking in less damage is more important than doing damage, right? And so the two-hander for King's Rest is really good at doing damage, but as a tank, even if you're like a DK or something with a two-hander, it's much better to get a two-hander with versatility and haste, or with, I mean, any secondary stats. It's much better to get secondary stats that are going to keep you alive rather than a weapon that is focused only on DPS. If you're a DPSer, it's a good weapon. If you're a tank, I do not suggest it. I suggest getting something with secondary stats. You feel like tanks and healers should always get gear for doing Mythic? Well, that's why they've added a, like, if I look at Raid Finder, oh, there's no Dungeon Finder? Oh, I guess because I'm not solo queuing because I'm part of a group right now. But that's why they've added like those extra things when you queue up as a tank. If there's like not a lot of tanks out there, I think that's why they've added that, right? A little incentive, a little bit extra cash. You get those, you get the runes, maybe you get a little bit extra gold. What Azerite do I suggest for Prot Warrior? Yeezy, I suggest Deafening Crash for Prot Warrior. So this talent point right here, Deafening Crash, or Azerite trait, this is the one you need to run. This is what you need. After you get one, because it doesn't stack up. So after you get one Deafening Crash, all the other ones are not amazing. They're not gonna change your gameplay. The second best in slot is this Iron Fortress. So if you can run one Deafening Crash and 2 Iron Fortress, that is the ideal setup. That is the best setup that you can be running. But if you want to run, like, I'm keeping all of my Azerite gear right now because Prot Warriors are being reworked. I don't know what's happening with Prot Warriors. So yeah, if you want to keep like this one, Bloodsport, that gives you Leech, you can. There's nothing terrible about it. But if you're a Prot Warrior that doesn't use Ignore Pain a lot, you're not going to get a lot out of this talent point. So the best ones are Deafening Crash for sure. Deafening Crash is worth a big item level downgrade. Like if you have something that's like 20 to 30 item levels below, but it has Deafening Crash, that's fine. Deafening Crash is worth it. And then the other ones, I would just suggest equipping your highest item level gear, to be honest with you. And then just picking something that's there, whether it's Iron Fortress, whether it's Leech, whether it's a reinforced plating, like whatever it is, one Deafening Crash, and then the rest can just be item level. It's been a long time without you, my friend. Sebastian, it was just the one Friday. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. One more person before this dungeon. It's the tank's job to shoot the boss. Didn't I get the memo? That's what it felt like, Fudo. That's exactly what it felt like. It was like, wait, but, and it was also like one of the demolishing ads was still up as well. I was like, wait, I need some DPS to get rid of this demo so that then I can get into the cannon. You bought the boat? Sellout? I did buy the boat. Listen, I mean, in my situation, it's one of those things, right? I have a channel where I post all World of Warcraft content. Am I going to be playing World of Warcraft for the next 6 months? Absolutely. Absolutely. So for me, it was one of those very easy choices. For everyone else, if you don't know if you're going to be playing WoW for the next 6 months, it's not as easy of a purchase. But for me, it was like, this is what I have anyway. I stream, I make content, you know, I do all these things with World of Warcraft. It was a very easy to just be like, sure, sign me up for 6 months. I'll be here in 6 months. What is the mount special? This right here, Rhett. This right here. Prot Warrior rework confirm. Yes, Akura, they are working on it. There was a blue post that said Prot Warriors are not in a good place. We are aware of it. And let me see. Yeah, there was a blue post that said there are some things that are not, you know, working the way that they should with the Prot Warrior. They need a lot of love. We're going to work on them. And then I think in the latest version of PTR, they removed Warrior Mastery. It's been removed. It's been scrapped. So I don't know if I can find it. But yeah, so they're reworking Warriors. And I agree. Like if you guys remember my past streams, I said Warriors need a rework. We need buff and self-sustain. But if they want to remove one thing, like I think Prot Warrior Mastery is too strong. So that's something that I had said, you know, Prot Warriors need a buff in like in Ignore Pain, you know, remove Ignore Pain off the global, make it maybe scale a little bit higher or something, or make it be able to stack up a lot higher. But we need a nerf to our mastery. It was way too strong. If our mastery is now double block value instead of double block percentage amount, that'd be a lot better. But we'll see what they come up with. Any tips for a beginner Prot Warrior tank? So, Angel, if you look over to the left-hand side of the monitor, that is the current build I'm running, like talent points. I suggest running that talent build. The only thing that you might want to change is if you want to change Rumbling Earth for Menace or Stormbolt, feel free to. And if you don't want Bounding Stride, and if you want Crackling Thunder because you do a lot of thunderclapping, that is fine as well. Those are the only two talent points that I can say have a little bit of leniency. But that being said, everything else is set in stone. This is what you run. Man, this group is talking about random things, and they're like they're talking about being able to deal with necrotic, and then they were like, no, our warrior tank's name is 3 Sunders. He's been tanky for a long time. Come on, guys, it's fine. But yeah, as far as any tips, Angel, I suggest learning the different rotations you're gonna have. So your normal rotation is important to learn. But also when you pop Avatar, you completely change your rotation because you're going to thunderclap every single other cooldown. So while we get a healer, let me do something for you here. Let me show you something. He eats and breathes. Wow, yeah, I basically do. How much is the boat, Sebastian? If you pay for 6 months of game time, it's free. So 6 months of game time has always cost $78, 78 USD. So if you pay for 6 months of in-game time, you get the boat for free. There's no additional charge. You just need to subscribe for 6 months. That's it. So the one thing, the the big thing to learn with Prot Warriors right now is how to maintain that rotation, right? So your normal rotation, you're going to Shield Slam and you're going to Thunderclap, and then your filler is Devastator, and that's fine. That's your normal everyday rotation, right? That being said, when you have Deafening Crash, which is very, very important, you have to practice. So let's see how long I can keep that Demo Shout up on this target, right? So I'm going to be doing the best I can to keep Demo Shout up on this target. I'm going to Thunderclap every other cooldown. If you look above my nameplate, you can see every single global cooldown that I'm casting as I'm casting it. So Demo Shout is still on my target. I still have Avatar just fell off, but look at that. My Demo Shout is off of cooldown. So Demo Shout is still on the target, and look, I can reapply it. So those things are very important to know and to know how to do, right? That's something that's really important for Warrior right now, especially since you're running anger management. You have to be able to be good at rage management. When am I going to use Ignore Pain to eat that rage? When am I going to use Shield Block? Shield Block can also just be used as rage eating. Let's say you're tanking Vectis, and you're taking that debuff. That debuff is non-blockable, but every now and then it's more important to rotate back to a last stand or a shield wall faster than it is more important for you to wait for a global cooldown. So it's important to know those little things, but the important thing to focus on Prot Warriors right now is to learn your different rotations and your different abilities. Ignore Pain is in a very nerfed state. Ignore Pain is not the way I would like it to be, but it's still powerful if used correctly. So yeah, you just gotta get really used to it. You can practice on a target dummy how to maintain that uptime. Practice your regular rotation. Don't overcap on rage. Yeah, it's a lot of little things that you'll slowly learn. I would also just suggest starting off slowly. A very, very good thing to try to do, in my opinion, is to do really big AoE melee pulls. So whether you're out in the real world out here, like if you're Horde, there's an area out here actually near the world boss that has a lot of dinosaurs that they don't do ranged attacks, they don't do poisons, they don't do anything, they just melee. Pull like 10 of them on your warrior and survive. You will learn your rotation, you will learn to use your cooldowns, you will learn to use your kit to survive this. So there's a lot of little things. I think learning your abilities and learning when to use them, because you, as a Prot Warrior, you rotate through your cooldowns very quickly. You have to. If you don't, you're going to die. So don't be afraid of using cooldowns. If you used to play back in the day, like in Vanilla and in TBC, cooldowns were the thing you used during big damaging periods, right? It was something you held on to. It was when an oh shit moment is happening in a dungeon, I use my cooldown and I survive. For Prot Warriors right now, you use your cooldowns frequently. You rotate through them. What does that mean? Remove mastery? Yeah, they're reworking mastery. Your tip to beginner Prot Warriors is to reroll. I mean, there's that tip. You used to be a bear tank, but started maining Prot this expansion because how much fun you were having with it. Watching your streams helped me pick up a few little things that I was missing. Nice, thanks, Espawn. I appreciate it, man. And good luck to you, man, with those the Prot Warrior thing. I know it's not easy. You've been absolutely knackered. You've been doing Witcher 3 and took a small break from WoW. Witcher 3 is very nice. Nice. I tried I think I have Witcher 2, which I was playing on my Xbox for a while back, a long time ago. And I remember playing a lot of it, and then I took like a 1 week break, and when I was gonna boot it back up, I was like, I don't remember what I left off on. There were so many side quests that I was doing. I was like, in order for me to properly play this game, I'd have to restart it, and I was like, I don't want to do that. Can I get a For the Alliance in chat? Nope. The Alliance Slayer. Look at my title. The Alliance Slayer. Yeah, so if you click on the shop here and you click on featured, look at that. If you pay for 6 months, you get the boat. That's it. Nothing crazy special. Not like a whole other separate big purchase or anything like that. Alright. Now, I did pull this. I didn't know what everybody was going to be running to. That being said, I think they wanted to skip it, which is good. So at least they know how to do a few of the skips here. All you do is spam Devastate and Shield Slam without taking any damage mitigation. You just yell at the healer for not healing me. That's one way of doing it. That's one way of doing it. Also, if you just don't use rage at all, just stay at 100 rage all the time, and then you spend all of that rage on your healer because your healer can't heal you. All right, we've got a suppression slam going out there. Alright, there it is. I haven't done the world boss? No, I haven't on this guy. I did it yesterday on my... Actually on my alts, on my mage and my mage and my monk. Didn't do it on my warrior. I don't think I can get an upgrade from it, to be honest with you. That being said, like if it Titan Forges, sure, but anything short of a ridiculous Titan Forge, I don't believe it can be an upgrade for me. But I'll get it done after this. If I remember right after this dungeon, I'll go and get it done. That being said, oh, something else that we have that's really cool. We have a druid healer in this dungeon, and he keeps soothing the raging effect off. Oh, that's so nice. That's something I was missing in that Siege of Boralus. Look at that. Raging effect no more. Oh, I would get stunned by that. I was trying to run past it so I can run over here and just do this pull. Alright. I don't like that move. So, this trash is going to suck, and I hate it. Don't worry, it'll be fun killing your war chief again. I hope not, man. Why has this got to be every single expansion? They're like, alright, Horde are bad people, okay? Quite frankly, I just think Blizzard is being racist, making Horde bad people every time. They look at the little human child is like, you see those people? Those people are bad people. They've got horns, they've got fur. They're just not good people. You want to stay away from those people. They live in the slums. Orgrimmar is just like this big slum. No. Stay away from them. Alright, I don't want to pull these guys immediately. Do we have a lot of blood elves? I think we just have one. Okay. There it is. I didn't want to pull them with the other group as well. Nice. Alright, let me let this fall off. And then I'll pull. Alright, let's go. So yeah, use your cooldowns frequently. Use them often as a Prot warrior. Like I use my my avatar and my demoralizing shout almost as much as they're up, to be honest with you. Let's interrupt that deadly chill. And we're good. We're good here. This big guy, we're going to be able to soothe the raging effect. And I should be able to survive just fine. There's a raging effect. Now, raging plus his normal effect. Look at that. It all just gets erased. Gotta love having a druid healer. So it's important to target the Shadowborn dude here because he does do that Shadow Bolt volley and the Deathly Chill. Now, I'm trying to interrupt the Deathly Chill as much as I can. That being said, I can't interrupt every single one of them. So I'm going to pop one cooldown here to stay alive since I can't necessarily CC these guys and run away. Oh, these guys are going to be the death of me. Those guys can be snared, but the big dude can't. Alright, this pull is going to suck. And I don't have as many cooldowns as I'd like to for it. I just used Last Stand. I want those things to go away. Okay, we're good. What kind of charge was that? What? Blizzard, how am I supposed to do anything with a charge like that? I don't... Oh, man. Those are the frustrating things. The things that are like, what? There's nothing I can do to control that. Alright. Let me LOS these guys. Where's my healer? Okay, I'm not LOSing my healer, so that's good to know. Oh, got me. Got me. Yeah, this pull was gonna suck. Alright. Interrupt that Deathly Chill. Let's try to get a stun out on that last Bone Warrior there. Two raging Bone Warriors with their natural... no, with that natural effect too. It's just not going to end up well. So hopefully we can soothe this guy. Any day. Nope. Deathly Chill plus that is just too much to handle. All right, so I should be able to run back by the time they get back. Thank you for the info. Yeah, no problem, Angel. Did you play a Demon Hunter tank, Akura? I did in Legion, and then in the beta I did as well. So as far as live goes, I haven't leveled mine up and played it yet. Alright. Let's jump in. So they got their snares all sorted out. So now let's get our Deafening Crash rolling. And I'll start getting some Ignore Pains going as well in order to stay alive here. So once that Ignore Pain is either going to run out, there it is, it dipped down to 4K, so now I can reapply it without having to overstack it. So there's the Ignore Pain again, 8K. 8K means that I can safely use another one without overstacking, or without overstacking too much, that is. Now at this point, the Thrash got dodged? What? It didn't hit my Ignore Pain. I was waiting for that Thrash to take a big chunk of that Ignore Pain off, and it just didn't. Alright, so I don't know if my my Druid here picked up massive entangling. So, no, but they are doing some really good CCs there. We do also have Tyrannical, so that's going to make this trash just a little bit more difficult. And so that being said, they coordinated very, very well. The trash got about, I don't know, about 5 yards from his original location, so that's really good DPS there. Actually, I don't know if they are DPSing it. I don't think so. They're just doing really good at snaring it. So I'm just going to move a little bit away again. We're going to get more and more edge right now. Yeah, no, we're just snaring them until the boss goes down. Boss is almost down at this point. There's the knockback from the Druid. And just on top of those tar traps, we're going to be good here. We're going to be good here. Alright, boss should go down. Let me actually just pop my last stand just in case. And there it is. That was a very good boss. You made a worry for you're hesitant to do Mythic Plus as a Prot. The only thing I can tell you is you gotta jump in, man. Gotta jump in. Alright. This is not gonna be fun. This is trash. It's gonna really suck. We'll see what we get first. I don't know. I haven't done it this week, so I don't know what's up first. So we got Mr. Bladestorm first here. And we don't have Fortified, so I think people should be able to somewhat survive the Bladestorm. That being said, probably not the easiest thing to survive. I was like, what is hitting me? I stepped on or the Frost Mages who got CC'd. And so that already kind of sucks. Let me interrupt the Shadow Bolt. Shadow Bolts are definitely going to be doing a ton of damage to me. Just a lot of that magic damage. Not enough interrupts. Alright, so now the rest of this one should be relatively easy. Just stay away from the Bladestorm. It's going to follow random people. Raging Bone Warriors? That's exactly what it was, man. You got to be careful. A Raging Bone Warrior will catch you from behind, man. What? You can do that? What is this for? Huh. Here it is. Alright. We got the Raptor. I would say this is the easier pull of the bunch. Just we'll see how much this actually hurts. That being said, all of this trash is not fun to do. Easier is still one of those things that's like, yeah, it's still relative. This trash still sucks. And I agree. All of this trash just sucks. It's a lot of damage going out. Alright, there we go. That guy, I don't need to run into his lead right now. Using your charge sometimes will end up in the lead. Dawn, try a +0. I would agree with that. This dude is doing +8 as warrior. You'll be fine. There's so I've been trying to keep up with my Mythic Plus Raider IO score, And there's this other Prot warrior in my realm who's just killing it, man. Killing it. Like plus 10s minimum of everything. You know? I want to, actually I would love to bring that tank on, or that Prot warrior on for like a quick interview for the channel. That would be amazing. The channel lightning. Okay, that's far enough. I was like, I hope this is enough distance. We don't have too much distance here. Alright, that axe barrage is also just going to be one of those things that sucks. And then we've got the heal, which we were able to interrupt pretty damn well there. And the last group, yeah, we can actually run in. Run in and tank them in the face. Alright, so the big reason why I demo shouted there was not only because the pack is fresh right now, so it's going to be doing a lot of damage, but I also really needed the rage in order to pop a shield block. And a Prot warrior without shield block, without anything up, is a dead Prot warrior, to be completely honest with you. That being said, I'm probably going to die right now anyway because of stacks of necrotic. I'm up to 36, so I'm trying to kite a little bit. One of the guys is unCCable. There it is. Alright, this guy right here that's following me, the king, he's unCCable. Alright, we managed to reset. My healer should be able to catch up, and we should be fine. We should be able to actually kill this. And just in case I needed more healing, I can just start cannibalizing someone's corpse. So there's the raging. Can we get a soothe? There's the soothe. Very nice. And then I can eat undead bodies. We're good, guys. Use everything you have. Cannibalize all the time. Stupid Prot warrior question: is it a good idea to overlap demo shout and shield block, or allow? Yes. So it's not a stupid question. Demo shout is up so quickly, right? Your demo shout cooldown is like 25 to 30 seconds, depending on how fast you eat rage, how fast you're generating rage. So since your demo shout comes up so quickly, just use it as a surplus to anything else. So while demo shout is a very good cooldown in and of itself, 20% damage reduction, it's still one of those things that's so quick to come off of cooldown. You can feel free to use it stacked up, you know, whenever you want to. Don't feel like you need to space it out or anything like that. The things that I do space out are last stand and shield block, and that's only because your blocking does not stack. Once you get to 100% blocking, that's it. It's 100%. There's no 200% blocking. That's not a thing. It's just all 100%. So yeah, I highly suggest stacking demo shot with anything else you have. That's perfectly fine. That being said, sometimes I do treat demo shout as its own cooldown. Like if I'm running lower keys that I'm not too worried about, I'll demo shout and just kind of keep things on me, and it won't be that big of a deal for me, right? The damage itself that goes out isn't too terrible. I don't know why my thunderclap. There it is. I was like, why? Oh, my avatar's on cooldown. There it goes. See, we all have dumb Prot warrior moments. All right, so my stacks are getting high. That being said, this trash is very easily kiteable, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. The reason why I do the big pulls, you can just kite this trash all day. Oh no, the mage is sitting inside of goop. Ice block. Come on, trash. There it is. No biggie. He just released. Oh yeah. Thank you, Hooves. I appreciate that, man. Any recommendations for add-ons? Yeah, Hooves got you. Thank you. Befuddle, when am I going to release the raid boss guides? I've been focusing a little bit more on Mythic Plus. That being said, I'm going to start looking later on this week and getting all my footage. So there was a few things that were stopping me from doing the raid boss guides. The biggest thing that's stopping me is that I lost all of my beta footage because the hard drive that it was on crashed. So I was able to reformat it, but It was a clean wipe, right? So that's the part that sucked. And then there's a few bosses where, since I've really just been tanking Uldir, there's a few bosses where all I have is a shot of my back and the boss's legs. So that's not gonna do well for a guide. So what I really was doing was I've been gearing up my mage, and I want to get the range DPS perspective to be able to see the whole room. So for future raids, I'm gonna be able to have the raid boss guides a lot faster, just because I have that ranged. But yeah, there was a few things that kind of happened that kind of sucked and that were unfortunate. And then as I was trying to copy a lot of that footage over to my current hard drive, I actually got a few blue screens last week. I want to say 3 or 4 blue screens last week, which were from hard drive errors. So I have, on Monday, I actually bought some flash memory that I'm using to edit off of. That's gonna help me out. So yeah, there was a few things that were just kind of like big hurdles that I couldn't do much about when it came to editing the Uldir footage. But now that those are gone, I'll get to it. They just got solved. Like yesterday was when I got that flash memory, so now I'll be able to do some editing off of that, as opposed to overloading my hard drive and potentially getting more blue screens. All right, how's my healer on mana? My healer's good. Let's pull. Hey, that Frost Mage is running Ebon Bolt. I like running Ebon Bolt too. I'm asking because boss guides are easy to understand. Yeah, I'm sorry that it's taken a lot longer this time than previous times. It was just a lot of little things that just got in the way. Nothing hard doing +10 with the warrior in a pre-made coordinated group though. It's still difficult though. It depends, depending on the week. It's still gonna be a difficult thing. Where's the guy? Aha, there it is. It's still gonna be a difficult thing to do. I think a +10 right now is still not a gimme, right? A +10 is not a gimme. It's only a gimme in the sense that if you're in a pre-made group, you'll get the +10 done. Yes, like that's for sure, you'll get it done, but not in time. And this guy's knocking out +10s, +11s in time on his Prot warrior. Like this, I consider that pretty damn impressive. So yeah, there's nothing incredibly special about people who are doing +10s and +11s. That being said, they are definitely in the minority. I don't think most people get their +10 done every week right now. I definitely don't think most people are in that camp, because you still need to, right now you need to push beyond your gear in order to get a +10 done. And not everybody can perform at that level. And that's just how things are. It's kind of like when doing Mythic raiding. Not everybody can do Mythic raiding week 1. You might be able to do it once you have more catch-up mechanics and more gear. So yeah, like definitely not gimme keys to be able to do +10s and +11s all day. It's definitely going to take a long time. For him to be able to do those on time, it's very impressive. And he's just knocking them out. He's the highest Prot warrior tank in my realm right now. Reminds me of the movie Flubber. All those little goos on the ground. Yeah. That statue has nasty toes. Oh no, I wasn't looking. I don't want to. All right, I'm gonna LOS pull these guys. By the way, what's up? What's up, Zeal? How you doing? All right, so I'm gonna LOS pull these guys. They do have like that cast that. Oh, nice. They do have that cast that they just sit in their own spots for a little bit. Yeah, those bleeds are gonna do me in, guys. Oh no, it's all the bleeds. Look at that. The bleeds are 50k right now. Very nice. I normally like to spread out one of the bleeds to one of the DPSers, but it's still not a very fun thing to do. 50k, there it is. So I got the bleed this time again, and I'm gonna try my best to survive, but I don't think I can. It's just there's not much you can do against that damage, and we for some reason still have the healing totem up. There it is. I think I got the killing blow. I did. Okay. Alright, I'm going to ask for CC for the rest of the pulls. So let's CC the Berserker. Let's do that. And let's let the Brute go away. By the way, does anyone know if Warfronts and Islands have prerequisites? Yes, they do. Warfronts don't. At least I don't. No, yeah, Warfronts do. Warfront prereq is like 320 or 325. And Islands do not. Islands you can actually do while leveling. So last week I finished leveling up my Frost Mage. And that Frost Mage is now leveled up doing Islands. So yeah, no, Islands you can do while leveling up. The only requisitions are once you start getting into Heroic and Mythic Islands. Those do, and I don't remember what they are off the top of my head. I would imagine they're 20 item levels lower than what they drop. So Heroic Island would probably be like 315 item level minimum. And Mythic would probably be like 3... I'm going to die to the bleed, die to the bleed. I want to try to heal a little bit. That ignore pain. Alright, I'm going to let that bleed go out on someone else. There it is. That bleed went out on the kitty. Yep. Hey, if it can go out on the kitty every single time, I'm okay with that. Alright. Can we CC that, or is it going to hit the... Nice. I was like, is it going to hit the dino in front? No, it's not. His talents are on the left. Yes, my current build is on the left-hand side of the screen. You remembered? Yeah, I got you. I was like, I had to think about it a little bit, Zio. But I was like, wait. I believe they don't, but if you have a war campaign. Yeah, islands are, the basic island has no rec because you can do it while leveling. But the heroic and mythic ones, I do believe have a requirement. Oh, okay, we're okay with these. They don't have the big nasty bleed. I'm okay with that. Let me get out of here. For that poison barrage, I just don't want to be stacked up on anyone else. That's it. That's the big thing about it. And then just make sure you don't get hit by the ground crush, and this brute won't be that bad. The berserkers are the really terrible trash here. That's what's gonna end up killing you every single time. The berserker. And there's the soothe cast. I saw it going out. There it is. Hey, even the crush on the ground gets a little bit smaller. All right, I don't want this berserker. So the witch doctors, I'll LOS pull. Uh-oh, is this trap? His trap is down. We can poly. Can't undead. Oh man. We can root. Yeah, we can root him. He's melee. No root. Oh no. That's not a root. I have the bleed on me right now, which is gonna suck. I'm just gonna pop shield wall, to be completely honest with you. Just try to survive the damage. I don't know how survivable or non-survivable it is. We also have to take out the healing totem. I don't see too many people just on it. There's the leap going out from the berserker, so he's gonna apply the bleed out to someone right now. I'm too low to take it. I take it, I'm dead right now. So hopefully the hunter pet takes it, because the hunter pet can deal with it just fine. It feels bad, man, when a hunter pet can tank better than a prot warrior. Hex. Nice, berserker's dead. That was a big thing there. All right, let's heal up here. Let's heal up. Nice. Use all of your kit, guys. You're undead. Cannibalize those corpses. Let me get that berserker. Come on. There it is. Oh no, it's a beastmaster. We're good. Not too bad. But still, I'll CC it. Or I'll ask for a CC. In order for you to try to do King's Rest this week, you're gonna need CC. Those berserkers, if they're just left unCC'd, it's just gonna lead to a lot of deaths. Just a whole lot of deaths. Why did charge put me directly in front of the raptor? I charged behind him, and it was like, all right, you want to be right in front, right where he's cleaving? We got you, fam. Don't worry about it. All right, no big deal. I'll just move the poison barrage. Druids are lit, same with Mistwalker Monks and Holy Priest. I like it, man. Did you answer my question on preferred healers? Sorry if you didn't catch. I really like Holy Paladins, and yeah, Holy Paladins is my preferred. Okay, there it is. We got him CC'd. I want to run away. Holy Paladins are my preferred because they do a lot more direct healing, and as a Prot warrior, like I'm not taking slow steady damage like a monk or anything like that. So yeah, I much rather prefer a Holy Paladin that can just heal whatever's missing. That being said, Mistweaver monks also seem to do really well with that, and priest. I prefer. I think it would be Holy Paladin first, followed by priest, Holy Priest, and then followed by like Disc and Mistweaver. Resto Druids, you know, the way that the slow dots work with the type of damage that I'm taking in, it just doesn't work. Like a Resto Druid is a match made in heaven for a Mistweaver monk, right? Mistweaver monk, you keep your moderate stagger, you get your rejuve and your regrowth rolling on you. They counter each other out. You're just sitting pretty. So yeah, there's a lot of like really good pairs. That being said, for Prot warriors, definitely prefer the Holy Paladin and the priest. So here's the leap. There's this guy who's gonna chase him. Hit him. Hit the. Oh, who did it go out on? Who'd the bleed go out on? My healer? Yep, healer. I don't want to break this yet. I want my healer to. I was gonna say I want my healer to recover, but we got a ton of DPS. It was gonna break anyway. All right, there's the blade. Who'd that go out on? My healer again? No, I don't know who the bleed went out on. Oh, bleed on me. Let me ignore pain before we pull this boss. So far, the best one we saw healers are Disc Priests and Druids. Other ones are okay, but those two are performing better. What are your thoughts on Resto Shamans? Resto Shamans, I haven't seen too many, to be honest. Man, the group was like, let's pull now. Like we just got to the room, guys. We just got here. Party just started. So for this guy with the axes, the easy way to do is to rotate out and then rotate back to exactly where he was standing, and always keep him in that same spot. So the middle of the room is always just easier for me to remember where he was at. So I'm just gonna keep him in the middle of the room for as long as I can, and every single time that I run him out because of axes, I'm gonna run him back in, so that avoiding the axes is always going to be more straightforward. Not like that. Not like that. Not like exactly what I just did. So yeah, avoiding the axe is going to be more straightforward by running back to where he was. Alright, what are we going to get next? Also, FPS issues in this boss fight with the axes. Once you get like 3 pairs of axes rolling out there, FPS. Terrible. Alright, so we've got the barrel through. And there it is. And there's the backhand. It's going to knock me back, and he's going to be doing big damage to me. I have a 10-second debuff. I've got to kite him. I got to stay away from this guy. I don't want anything to do with him. Alright, it just wore off. I can go back in there. There's a barrel through. Barrel through is going out over here. Let's just stand right here. And there's the backhand. Again, I'm going to start running away. Just start kiting. There's that damn axe again. And I've got 2 more seconds on kite. Don't hit me with this. Alright, perfect. There's a barrel through. I believe with his debuff you take 200% increased damage. Something like that. It's just one of those things that just hurts a lot. There's a debilitating backhand again. I'm going to run away. And die. Why, Befuddled? Why are you doing this? That's a wipe because of me. Guys, you guys wanted a rip key. I'm convinced. I don't think I can. Yeah. I'm a very big misplay on my part.
Beware.
If you can heal in your classes and start with an S, you can heal. You guys think shamans are that bad? That's a rip key. Yep. You've got to pray for me sometimes, guys. That's right. That was terrible of me. All for the sake of a rib key. We have 7 minutes. If we would have killed the boss, it could still have been done in time. At this point, I don't think so. Platform boss, only second to the elevator boss. It's terrible of me. Hasn't changed since vanilla. Blame the hunter. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and just do that. Blame the hunter. Good thing you play a Zaman. Wait, who's have you been leveling a shaman? Really? Your Boggle at the Void Lord is significantly weaker than the Void Walker. For Warlocks. Alright, I think everybody's here. I think we're good now. As long as the damn tank doesn't hop off. Welcome to Rip City. Yeah, you're Maghar Orc. Oh, nice. You're not 120 yet, are you? Are you doing the leveling through to get your heritage armor? I actually legitimately don't know what heritage armor for Maghar Orc looks like. I'm not interested right now in leveling all the way from level 20 all the way to max. It's one of those things. It's like, why? I have so many alts. I don't want to start again. Alright, so again, we're going to place all the axes right in the middle, right in the same spot, just so that we can do easier dodging and not die and get knocked off of the platform. I think some of the people are getting bleeds. Trying to keep them all as consistent as possible. That being said, they all do have different times that they're going to rotate out. So let's jump back in. And then, of course, rip FPS when all these axes go out. Alright, here comes the boss going down. And we're good. I'm going to hold on to this rage for now. I don't want to use it too early. Oh, man. That guy got tapped by the boss as soon as it spawned. Okay, so after the barrel through, we're going to get the debilitating backhand. So, I'm going to want to get some distance and not fall off the platform. So, let's get some distance here. Not fall off. Debilitating backhand didn't hit me. I dodged it. I don't even have the debuff. What? Why can't it just be like that every time? Here's a barrel through going out again. And probably like 3 seconds after the barrel through, we're going to get backhand. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep him a little bit closer over here for that debilitating backhand. There it is. Let's start running away. And didn't dodge that one. Didn't avoid that one. Comes a whirling axe. Alright, so barrel through going out again. Here we go. I'm just going to stand way over here with the rest of the group, just so I wouldn't have to do too much movement. Let's go out. Avatar, Demo Shout. Let's do it. Debilitating backhand again.
Beware.
Nice. Got him. He's down. No, we just have to watch out for his barrel through after. Alright, so the big thing we need to watch out for here is the explosive totem, right? The explosive totem is going to be the one thing that can basically one-shot your group. Poison Nova, hopefully somebody else interrupts. I just used my interrupt. There it is. There it is. Somebody else got it.
Beware.
So here we have the Call of the Elements. I need to watch out for the explosive totem. It's right next to me. Okay, let's do it. Nice. Explosive totem handled. That's the big one you really want to watch out for. And then that big one that did the AoE, that's the second one that you really want to focus. This is just going to interrupt any spellcasters. So anything like your... I need to interrupt that Poison Nova. I think I did it. No, we didn't. We did not did it. Poison Nova went out. Where is the boss for the barrel through? Here it is. There's not enough people in the barrel through. Oh, this is going to suck. Yep. Poison Nova went out, and the barrel through was just me and the dude. You guys wanted a rip key. Aha! Alright. It's me, a warlock, and the healer.
Beware.
So the big thing we're gonna just need to do is take out the explosive totem, which I see over here. Even though I gave the boss my... Oh no, this is gonna explode. This is it. This is it. And then the poison nova going out. Yeah, even if I interrupt this, it's still GG here. There it is. There it is. Just damage. You're only level 24. Oh, okay. Barely started. I hope nobody rages in the group and it's just a complete rip key. That fight is what usually kills the run. Unfortunately. Unfortunately. What add-on is that for dungeon? This on the right hand side? I don't know if they're leaving. They already started apologizing about the key. I don't know. This right here is Keystone Timer. Keystone Helper? Keystone Timer? Mythic Plus Timer, right? Yeah, Mythic Plus Timer is this run right here. Or that add-on right there. The Maghar gear is very spiky. Oh, okay. You only have a handful of alts you need to unwind from Pug Mythic Plus. I don't blame you. That's what I've been doing on my other alts. Healer disconnected. Healer went offline. Hopefully the healer comes back. We'll see. We'll give it a few minutes. What's up, Farseer? How you doing? How are the affixes this week, Trevor? It can be rough, although there was a nerf to Necrotic, so it's not that bad. I initially thought Necrotic was still the same thing as it was in Legion and in the beta, but just like they hotfixed teaming late last week, they applied a different Necrotic applies differently, basically. Instead of being 3% per stack, it's 2% per stack. So yeah, Necrotic is a lot easier to deal with now as a mechanic. So it's not terrible, but it's still not an easy week. In order for you to have this week be easier to combat raging, it'd be nice to have a druid or a hunter that can trank or soothe. It'd be nice to also have a DK or paladin tank, because they can make Necrotic fall off of themselves. So there's a few things you can do to combat this week, but it's not going to be easy with every single comp. There are some comps that are going to be more difficult to do. Even though thou are not, you mind having another sub? Not at all, Don. Not at all, man. Rip key. It's already a rip key, guys. Look at this. It's already a rip key. I don't know when Caesar Boralus ended. Is the healer here? Alright, healer's here. Let's go. Alright. We do have lust this time. So now we'll be able to lust through the whirling axes, so that there's less axes, less FPS issues, less randomly dodgeable things. I know that movement is not a very welcome thing for warlocks, so since we do have a warlock DPS, I'm sure he's the one that's like, I hate this, I hate having way too many axes out, let's just handle it quickly. So yeah, warlock and frost mage can deal with it somewhat, but it's still not a very fun mechanic, having to just dodge everything and move around all the time. Hunter remains unaffected. Hunter remains unaffected since vanilla. Alright, up next we're going to have the barrel through boss. And there's nobody standing right on him, so that's good. Last time there was somebody standing right on him and got like just body pull threat, to be honest. Alright, we're going to have the debilitating backhand going out right after this. So I am going to actually... There it is. I'm going to run away. And there's the backhand. And there's some more whirling axes. I gotta keep dodging for another few seconds here. And there it is. Alright, so now I can move back in. Now we are gonna have the barrel through. So here it is. Let's move in for that. Uh-oh, we got a whirling axe here. Don't want to move in too much. Alright. Somebody's dead already. Who's dead? Oh, the warlock. Warlock is dead. Alright, let's just do this. A little bit better for kiting. Alright, barrel through. We are going to have the debilitating backhand go out way after this. So I'm going to want to move the boss like back here. Keep him right here for that backhand. There's the backhand. And dodged. I didn't know you could dodge it. That is insane to me. That it's like a whole thing, a whole big boss mechanic that's just like, alright, and it doesn't exist. I like it though. I like it. Oh no. Oh no. Alright, so I'm just going to want to face the boss when he does his debilitating backhand, to be honest with you. And if you play a Brewmaster Monk, you can probably try to get some stacks of elusive Brewmaster at that. What kind of charge is that? What? Just why? Alright. I just used my interrupt for one of the lightning bolts. There's a Poison Nova. Somebody immediately interrupted Poison Nova. We're going to have Whirling Axes. Let's move out of the middle. And then we'll drag him back into the middle. And I'm not going to use my... There it goes. I was saying I'm not going to use my interrupt anymore. I really want to keep it for anything that needs to be handled immediately. So here's the Explosive Totem. I don't think everybody's switching over to Explosive Totem. Nope, Explosive went off. Good luck, gotta head out. Cool. I'll see you later, Rhett. Thanks for stopping by, man. You're still waiting for the Resto Druid weak auras? Farseer, I'm not a very good Resto Druid. Not gonna lie to you. I did Resto Druid for Tomb on one fight, and it was for Heroic Sisters, and the only reason why I did Resto Druid was because we needed another big cooldown for the healing absorption that went out in Sisters. So I was just a Tranquility button, but I'm not a very good Resto Druid. What? What's up, Kodachi? How you doing? This is a big ribkey, guys. 44 minutes in here. Do you smell the ribkeys cooking? They're done, man. They're way overcooked at this point. It just smells like carbon now. If you're reading this, you acknowledge that all Horde... No. Neutral pandas. Gross. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. Try to catch me. Try to catch him with the streamer auto read. It's something that's just in your brain. Just start auto reading things. I got you, man. I got you with that. Alright. So again, move him out, move him back in, and you should be good to go. Just let the furthest axe from you pass in front of you before you move back in, if that makes sense. So here's this axe. This axe is furthest from me. As soon as it passes by me, that's when I run back in. So yeah, whatever axe spawns behind him and is furthest from you, once that axe passes in front of you, that's when you move back in. That you should have enough space immediately after it. Alright, let's see how this goes. We no longer have Lust. Oh, there's a lot of people getting hit by the axes, to be honest with you. There's just a lot. Oh, then the tank too. The tank is getting hit by it. Yeah, that's a lot of damage going out for the healer to having to heal through that. Alright, we're gonna get the barrel through guy right now. Here it is. And barrel through, and then immediately after we're gonna have that debilitating backhand. So now that we know that we can dodge it, I'm going to face him when he casts it, when the cast finished, just like this. Didn't get to dodge that one, but we tried. And then we've got a few more seconds left. Don't hit me. Oh, he's already within melee. Alright, there it is. There's the barrel through going out right now. Let's just stand right in front of it. And I want to move him back here for the next debilitating backhand for sure. So there's a debilitating backhand. Please. Oh, I was going to say let's try to get a dodge, but it doesn't work out. Prot warriors don't have very much dodge. Alright, there's a barrel through going out. And immediately after this, again, another backhand. So let me just keep him back here so that I have all the front of the platform to run through. Debilitating backhand. Dodge. Nope. No dodge. But I'm not getting the debuff. What? I got hit by it. I didn't get the debuff. Does that mean I blocked it and blocked the application of the debuff? That would be really weird. I really need to look into that boss more. That's so weird. Seriously, you have played a lot since BC and you understand how quiet movement is a bitch, but god, these axes are easiest thing to walk around. The axes can just start stacking up. It can just be a lot of axes to deal with. But I mean, you know, where is the explosive? Right here. Nice. So up next we can do them in any order. Doesn't matter what order we do them in at this point. Let me pop a rallying cry. Let's get over here to this totem. There's a poison nova. Let me go over here. Oh, somebody already interrupted it. We do have barrel through going out. Let me pop a shield wall. My healer may be interrupted or something. Let's do a spell reflect for those lightning bolts. I don't want to use my interrupt on the lightning bolts right now. We should be a decent ways away from a poison nova. There it is. Oh, somebody got it immediately. So call of the elements. Let's find the explosive totem. I see it. I see it. Just going to focus it down at all costs. In order for the group to stay alive, you gotta focus it down. I hope that the healer doesn't keep getting interrupted, because during these phases I find myself going down pretty low, and I don't know if it's I don't know if the healer's or if it's the interrupt going out. So let's go with this barrel through going out right here, and we should. That was it. That was the boss fight. That was way too tough, and now the toughest trash pull of this dungeon. 200 IQ charge with feints and everything. You don't understand the art of war. Oh man. How long will I stream today, Mugen? I stream every day or not every day. Every time I stream, 3.5 to 4 hours. That's the average. We are a little bit above hour 2 right now. So about another hour and a half to 2 hours.
Complain all you like, my king, but you should have realized there was no escaping Gahul.
Why do DPS have so much trouble with the priority order in this fight? I don't know. I don't know what was going on there. Okay, so for this guy, he is going to hurt. He sucks. I don't like doing him, but there are a few things I can do to try to survive. I can't guarantee survival, but deafening crash is one of those things. And then all I do, oh, nobody's stepping on that. That's gonna suck. So all I do is just spam ignore pain. That's it. That's all I can do. Let me try to like LOS him or outrange him. Ignore pain, outrange. Just kite a little bit at this point. And then once it still hits. So he's still casting Shadow Barrage even though he's moving. Wasn't like that. Definitely was not like that. Shadow of Zul. I hate this trash mob. This is I think when teaming first came out and there was 2 of these on teaming, I don't want anything to do with teaming this key. That being said, I think it got nerfed. I know teaming got nerfed for a lot of keys, and I think specifically this case with 2 minions of Zul did get nerfed. Alright. Come on. Mark the totems for them to kill. I think it would take longer to mark the totems. The cast time is like a 10-second cast time. You spend like 2 or 3 seconds finding it. You just gotta nuke it down. Oh, my gear's breaking. That's not cool. Way too many wipes. Way too much of a rip key. Now just turn your back on the boss and make it easy to dodge the whirlwinds. Oh, man. What's up, Maroc? How you doing? After 3 to 4 wipes, it seemed so easy. It still wasn't. There was, if you were looking at the party plates, there was a ton of people taking damage that fight. The council fight that we just did, there was a lot of people taking like axe damage constantly. So It was not an easy fight to heal through. I think the healer was having the hardest time throughout that fight, just trying to keep everyone alive, to be honest with you. Alright, let's lower this. Alright, everybody's here. Everybody's ready. Step up, Mr. Frostmage. I don't have leads. I can't pull timer. There it is. Okay. Alright, so I got Deafening Crash going. So we're going to try to keep it rolling as much as possible. That Gale... No, not the Gale Slash. The Blade combo is going to suck. So now that Blade combo is going to start going out, what I want to do is guarantee I have shield block for the Blade combo. That is very important. So even if I don't have shield block up for the rest of the tanking the boss, like just normal tanking the boss, like right now, that's okay, because that damage shouldn't be that critical. What's really critical is a Blade combo. So like right now, Blade combo is going out on me. I have to have shield block up. If I don't, I'm going down to that. All right. So I am holding on to my shield block. Or my shield block charges just a little bit more. So this Blade combo went out. He's gonna go pick up his T'Challa here, or T'Zala rather. So now I have one charge of shield block, and let's just immune that roar. There's a Blade combo. Also, any damage you do right now to the boss gets automatically redirected to T'Zala. So if you can cleave, you're doing double damage. Just something else to know. I am undead. I can get out of here. There's a Blade combo going out right now, so I had shield block up for that. And then there's a Gale Slash. I do have a lot of stacks of Necrotic, and that is one of the things that's going to suck for this boss fight. So what I can do is, if someone gets that Quaking Leap, I can run away and try to reset it, but it won't be easy. It won't be easy. We should have a Quaking Leap up soon. There it is. Actually, Necrotic Rot reset there. There was a lot of casting going out there. And Blade combo. There it is. Alright. So we have the run through this Indiana Jones style right now. So let me just go ahead and do that. Just slowly run through. Some people ended up on the other side of this, which is fine. I want to make sure I block this Blade combo, so I'm going to just backpedal, do a whole lot of backpedaling. Make sure that my front is given to the boss. And Blade combo, here's another shield block. Gale Slash. Let's just keep running. The boss isn't on me. There it is. Should be good here. And then now at this point, we're going to have the small areas for the spears. At least it should rotate. So, oh no, it's not rotating. We're doing the same thing again. Alright. Oh, people ended up on the other side of it. Or I think everybody did. Alright, so let me just catch up with them. I don't normally want to move this much, but since everybody's on this side, I'll just go ahead and move. And again, when that Blade combo goes out, face the boss and take that Blade combo face on and make sure you block it. Shield block, bolster with Last Stand, whatever it is that you do, just get it blocked. Alright, I don't think there's anything from this dungeon that I particularly want or need. Oh, the mount. I want the mount. I'm sorry, I meant I want the mount. Nothing. What is this? This is a cloak that makes you go faster, right? Yeah, that's... Let me see if anyone needs it. That boss fight took forever. I mean, that dungeon took forever. And how long did the key actually take? "55 minutes. So something I've been doing since last time I was here, or since last stream, is I've been actually putting timestamps in the description for everyone to actually use, right? So if you are watching the VOD, or if you have to step away from the live stream and come back at a later time, you can actually check the description of the VOD and see what rib keys we got done today. You can just sit near the center out of line of the tank and have to briefly walk out like you are. Yeah. You haven't missed it? Nice. Welcome, Brittany. Welcome. Is it really? It says 103? My dashboard says a completely different number. That's weird. All right, you missed, Brittany, I'll tell you what, you missed 2 really big rip keys. Those 2 rip keys were pretty bad. Oh man, the last key took 55 minutes, and I believe the first one took like 40 something. that was a lot of rip keys. All right, so let me actually hop on my monk and do a Toll de Gore, because Toll de Gore is going to be like, if you play a Prot Warrior, just don't do Toll de Gore this week. If you got a Toll de Gore key on your Prot Warrior this week, I feel bad for you, but don't go in there. At least not when it has necrotic. If it's below necrotic, you'll be fine. And actually, I don't know. My monk doesn't have the gear for a +8, but we'll get a key done. So you can selectively watch rips. Yes. Is it a rough Mythic Plus week? It depends. Some group compositions are going to have a harder time than others. If you have a tank that can reset necrotic in a paladin and a DK, it won't be as bad. If you have a druid in your team in whatever capacity, or a hunter that can trank shot or soothe raging off, it also won't be that bad. My monk is 335. Nothing amazing. Probably like a +3, +4 would be the extent of it. +4 Toll de Gore. Hey, they were reading my mind. Any other Toll de Gores here? +3. And also, I need to make sure I have the right spec, because I spec different. Like, when I do islands, I pick up Healing Elixir and Guard. So I want to make sure I have the right spec for doing Mythic Plus. Yeah, that's it. So the Black Ox statue is going to be the key to dealing with necrotic this week. Am I too low item level for these groups? You did a 12 Waycrest on time with the top 5 Prot Warrior region dude. Was a beast. Nice. Nice, Christian. What was the name of the Prot Warrior? I'm interested. You really wanted to play Prot Warrior, but so many people spoke ill of the class that it discouraged you. Tony, I mean, it's not strong. That's the thing. It's not strong, but it's not an impossible class. It's not something that, like, there's a Prot Warrior here, we're automatically gonna wipe, we're gonna die, we're gonna lose everything. Like, let me show you. It's not something impossible to do. It's not the best, and you need to be on your A game. Like, if you like to just kind of veg out and tank, Prot Warrior is not the tank to just completely veg out on. So if I show you this is my tanking keys, my highest tanking keys at the moment, or the highest score, right? So like a +9 on time is going to be better than a +10 not on time. So these are the highest scored keys I have. So it's not impossible to play a Prot Warrior. Is it very fun? Is it something that is easy? Fun, I believe. Like, I have fun playing my Prot Warrior. Easy, I wouldn't say it's easy. It's definitely stressful in certain boss fights, certain mobs. There's certain things that just like Prot Warrior, it's just one of those things. It's just not gonna be easy for you to do, and it's gonna keep you on the edge the whole time. Come on, guys, nobody wants to take me to their Toll de Gore key. They need a DPS. I don't know how to win Walker, to be honest with you. No idea. Not even the slightest idea. I've never played a Windwalker monk. What are your preferred trinkets for Brewmaster? I don't have anything good, to be honest with you. I've got this that I got for item level, and the charm. To be completely honest with you, I haven't looked into really high-end trinkets for Brewmaster. That being said, I think there's some trinkets that aren't really for Brewmaster, like the Mithrax trinket. The Mithrax trinket for tanking. I don't think this is necessarily for you. You're probably not going to be dipping below 40%. But like, if I take a look at Uldir as a whole, start looking at trinkets. I would say, one of the trinkets that I would say is pretty good for you would be, it's not Toll de Gore. Where is Jess's Howler? Or Wes's Howler, or whatever it is. I would imagine that would be a good trinket for you to run. Does it not drop for Brewmaster? I thought it was a versatility trinket. It has strength in it. It does have strength in it. Okay, never mind. Monk, Brewmaster. Yeah, to be honest, I haven't... let me actually pull this up. Let me pull this up for you. So if you want to know what trinkets are considered the best for tanks right now, let me get this for you. And for some reason, chat was not working for me. Here it is. So here you go. If you want to look at that, that's the list that has been put out by the tanking community. That's kind of being followed by most people in terms of best in slot. They're not the only trinkets that are viable. They're just the best options that you can get. So on a monk, it would be Lion's Guile, which is from the world boss from last week. And then you have another world boss, and then Siege of Boralus, the Spyglass. So the Spyglass I have right now is going to be the best farmable one that you can get. And then aside from that, it's a freehold. Oh, okay, Christian. I need to take a look at that. People are avoiding Prot Warrior on Group Finder. Yes, yes, they are. If you were here in the beginning of the stream, I tuned in. As soon as I tuned in, or as soon as the stream started, I joined a group for King's Rest, and actually they asked me, "Hey, is there any way you can reset necrotic stacks? Like, do you have something that makes you immune that you can just reset it?" Like a DK with AMS or a Prot Paladin with spell warding. And I said no, but I can kite, and they immediately booted me from the group. So there are groups that are avoiding certain types of tanks, and Prot Warriors right now are at the bottom of the barrel, and everybody just thinks that every Prot Warrior out there is going to be trash, everything's going to be terrible. So it's going to happen. I thought you brought along Blackout Combo, not High Tolerance. Cordoba, I've been actually running High Tolerance, and I like how much more it does. So Blackout Combo, I would feel more comfortable with if it was maybe more magic damage or something like that. But in Mythic Plus keys, I like the way that High Tolerance just puts a lot more in that stagger. It allows me to just keep high-end staggers and just keep higher purifications. The Blackout Combo is really cool because it allows me to kind of get faster brews if I really want to focus on that, or I can focus on pausing stagger completely and building up one really big one. But that being said, High Tolerance works better for me in the pace of Mythic Plus. So like just constantly going and the constant like physical damage, I do like High Tolerance a little bit more. But Blackout Combo is definitely, I feel like Blackout Combo can work out better for you if you're on it all the time. And I don't play my Brewmaster Monk as much as I probably should. So like all of those split-second reactions for Blackout Combo, in order to use every single bit of Blackout Combo, they're just not there yet. Each new accusation against Rye, why? This is not the place for that. Sorry, but that's just not the place for that. It was an under rot 12 on time. Man, people keep saying that Fathoms is really good. I don't know if it has necessarily what was this for? Toldagor, right? I don't know if it necessarily has a spot at the top. Fathoms deserves a special mention because it's a main stat trinket with no secondary effect. As far as tanking is concerned, it's extremely good for damage done. It's usually much more explosive. You can use... Oh, okay. So, it's good because it has primary stat. And primary stat is king right now. But its secondary stat is just one of those things that isn't going to do much for you. Good luck on the keys. Thanks, Hooves. See you later, man. You go catch him with those hooves. You have Harlan's loaded dice on your Brewmaster. Yes, that is the second best farmable trinket. The other two trinkets come from world bosses, and you know, trying to get a world boss trinket is going to be one of those things. You're just going to be fighting an uphill battle. Versatility, proc versus active trinket is in King's Rest. Oh, okay. So this guy right here. Agility, deploy cannon. No, King's Rest, King's Rest. I thought I was selected to King's Rest. This guy right here. There you go. These ritual bandages are decent now, but I feel like absorb effects on a Brewmaster are a little... I don't want to say they're wasted. They're just not as powerful as in other classes. I feel like your stagger already provides a lot of mitigation. Versatility is probably going to do more for you than just a straight up absorb. Like if you pop that absorb, if you want to use all of that absorb in the given amount of time, then you, I don't want to say you have to, but in order for you to guarantee you use all of that absorb, you might even have to stop ISBing, which is not ideal, not something you want to do. Definitely if you're taking a lot of damage from other sources, you can max it out, and you don't always need to max out your trinket in order to actually have it be useful. But I feel like absorb effects on Brewmaster monks are a little wasted. Does the system track the worst rib keys? No, it does not. It does not. It only shows the best. And then, like, let's say you get something higher. So you're talking about like Raider IO. Let's say like I get a better Shrine of the Storm. It'll delete this line, so it won't say, hey, on this day you actually did a lower key. Yeah, it doesn't track them like that. That'd be interesting if it was like best and worst key. The only bad part is someone would build an API to extract those worst keys, and there would be an add-on in WoW that would show your Raider IO score and also your worst Raider IO score. It'd be like, no. So this guy might have a decent IO score, but he once ripped a key for 3 hours, and everybody's like, nah, let's not get that guy in here. Cordova, let's not go down that rabbit hole, man. What are you talking about? You go to WoW streams for all your political discussions? I love going to Azeroth. I play video games to not escape real life. That's exactly why I do it, right? I think the large majority of people play video games as a break from everything else. There's so much you can't get away from it, whether we're talking about social media or when you turn on the TV. It's just always there, always on. No matter what form of medium you choose to ingest, it's just always going to be there. It's always so present right now, especially for like the past 4 to 6 years. It's been really, really prevalent. Just political conversations. It's nice to have somewhere where you can just leave that all behind. And as much as we're talking about war chiefs and which war chief is going to die, that's a far cry from IRL. Considering you're using 2 agility trinkets, which are good for stagger, you would prefer versatility? Yes, so those 2 agility trinkets are going to be really good for making your stagger a lot higher, but I don't know how much or how little that stagger is going to fall off. Like, there's a fall off point between agility, and I don't know what that fall off point is for that agility stagger break off. So there's definitely that if you have super high gear. But that being said, I don't think the majority of us do, and I think primary stats are probably going to be better for most of us. Trade is where you go for politics. Super respectful and wise, of course, 100%. You never see anyone use bandages about as often as you see an undead cannibalize. I have used bandages a handful of times. That being said, nowadays most dungeons and raids are designed to have a little bit of pulsing damage go out, but if there isn't any pulsing damage go out, you can bandage. I've used it a handful of times. Not a lot. Not a lot. You hate this game. That's what Trade Chat told me to say. It's true. It's true. This game is terrible. Anyone who buys the Dreadwake is giving in to Ian's lies, and we should all... If I don't enjoy this, none of you are allowed to enjoy this. Stop enjoying things that I don't enjoy. If someone can rip for 3 hours, that guy's in my group. He won't give up. You have much jealousy of your water skitter mount? Brittany, this week you can almost farm it out. What? So this week is time walking, Brittany. Farm out time walking dungeons. Get those badges. It doesn't let me in the dungeon. Why? Why? What? Oh, you cannot enter a Mythic Keystone dungeon that's already in progress. I think this is 4 people that were already in a group together and they had someone leave because before I joined the group they whispered me and said you're not gonna leave, are you? Which is a really weird thing to just randomly whisper me. So I think they just ripped the key. And I told them that they need to reset it. Okay, there it is. Nope, it is not. It says it's still in progress. Huh. What's up, Stitch? How you doing? It tracks your overall runs, I think Raider.io, or at least it used to in Legion. I think it just does your best ones. What's best in slot weapon for Brewmasters? Guys. You play video games to escape the fantasy that is my life. Aha! There it is. See, there's someone who's like in combat. What? Alright. Did they start without you, trolled? I don't think they started without me. I think they ripped the key because it's really weird when you apply for a key to then get whispered and be like, "You're not gonna leave, are you? You're gonna stick around." What is that? What? So I think they had a group with levers in it, and they ripped the key. All right. So one thing you can do on a Brewmaster is just get pulls to wherever you want it to be. Alright, time to learn my Brewmaster again, guys. But yeah, using your statue, you can get pulls to go where you want it to. And also, one thing that's important is that if you do have necrotic, you can take a few hits of the necrotic away by throwing down your statue. So I don't normally purify either until I'm at a heavy stagger. Moderate staggers are fine. And if you start purifying way too early, I'm sure Demon Hunter can attest to it. When I was learning Brewmaster Monk, I was over purifying. Like I would see some purify damage go out, and I was already like freaking out as soon as I would get some moderate. So it was one of those things where you have to learn when to purify, and over purification is a very real thing that you can get in trouble for. It's just not a situation you want to be in, having 0 charges of your brews and having a pull still going to happen. Alright. Do we have a lockpick? No, we do not have a lockpick. Alright, so I threw down my statue. That statue is going to be taunting kind of any of the ads that are going to be summoned right now. So they should be easily gathered up. So there it is. They're all just going to gather up in there. Perfect. Look at that. On a Brewmaster Monk, Toldagor is no problem, even if you do have necrotic like this week. That being said, on other tanks, it's going to be an issue. Alright, so I threw my Black Ox statue again. It's over to my right. So I want to stay relatively close to it just so that I can get everything I need to get done near it. Just so I can cleave it, you know, do some damage to it, rushing Jadewind, whatever it is I need to do to it. Alright, so I threw out my stun as well on these guys. That being said, not really necessary. Let me get another Black Ox statue right here behind me. Just in a new position. The sand traps just keep diminishing our play area, so I'm going to have to just reapply it every so often and throw it out in a new spot. But yeah, Brewmaster Monks make that trivial.
Beware.
Alright, and now get some more of these ads, and we should be able to deal with them just fine. Boss is about to go down, no big deal. Traps are going out again, and I do have the statue over to my left, so that's going to just automatically pick him up. I'm going to purify whenever I see that heavy stagger. It shouldn't be getting too bad right now. I've been purifying at about 70 right now, just because the damage isn't too major right now. I still have a decent amount of stacks left when it comes to stacks of ISB and purification. Alright, there it is. Oh no, he actually managed to go down. Okay, boss is dead.
Beware.
Did we pull something else? Okay, no, we're good. I was gonna say, did we accidentally pull anything over there? They ripped the key already, and if they said that to you, you would leave? Look, there wasn't that many groups that wanted to accept me. I don't have even Mythic 0 gear, so gotta take what we can, man. Alright, so since we don't have anyone that can like open up the initial door, we do need to run the long way. That being said, we're only gonna have to run the long way through this first door, and then after this we'll be fine. We should be able to find keys on the ground that are going to help us deal with the rest of this. What item level is your monk at now? 335. Not very high. That being said, I have not done the weekly. I don't think I did the weekly. The time walking weekly on my monk. So there's definitely a lot more work I can do on my monk. I was very, very focused on my warrior for the first few weeks, and now my warrior has basically hit a point where it's like heroic progression and super high keys are the one thing that are gonna get me gear. But at this point, I'm not starving for gear on my warrior anymore. So I think at this point, I'm gonna just start gearing up these guys a little bit more. I'm focusing on my mage for the sake of getting footage for boss guides and stuff like that, and strategy videos, so I can get it's a lot easier to see a whole room if you're on a mage than it is on anything else. So I'm gonna be working on that. That's true. It's true. Whatever he said. Yep. Baron's chat for in-depth discussions. Baron's chat is dead, man. It's gone. Alright, so since I don't have necrotic or anything this dungeon, I can do slightly bigger pulls. So I'm also doing pretty good when it comes to like purification and ISB stacks. So these guys are going to be hitting a little bit harder. These two guys right here. But I should be able to deal with it just fine. So I did LOS just to make sure that everything stuck on me, although none of these guys are necessarily ranged. So they should have. But just to make sure, do a little bit of LOS. And we should be able to deal with this pull just fine. Yeah. Stagger isn't going to get to high stagger again. It got to high stagger for like a second, but that's probably in a period of the higher damage. Now everybody's running away in fear, doing all sorts of things. This damage isn't going to be bad. So confused. Good to see me on my Brewmaster. Yeah. Changing it up. Gotta try to play all my tanks. Gotta spread the love. Also, something that if you guys want to experiment with a little bit, if you want to open up these jail cells here in the beginning, the ones over to my left, you can, and you are going to get random party buffs. So I don't know which jail cells mean which buffs and how exactly they're going to be providing those buffs, but I know that they do give buffs. That being said, I think most Mythic Plus crews are just going to zerg through this and not worry about that. That smooth damage from Brewmaster Monks, man. I feel like I can actually read chat now. Baron's chat will be a thing again when the new Warfront happens, or with Classic. With Classic, wow, it's going to be brought back. Oh, you see this? No, that's not it. That's a rat. Here's a key, right here. See that? You can find keys in all sorts of, like, different areas. What? I looted the key. I don't understand why I looted the key and I can't open. That's definitely weird. Those keys are supposed to allow you to open up all these doors. And there are quite a few keys just sprinkled around. You gotta look for them. Just gotta look for them. Like, no, that's... See, there's... Rats and keys. They look alike. Careful in your homes, everyone. Alright, so these salt blasts are going to be hurting. Like, this is one of the pulls that's probably going to be hurting a lot more than some of the previous ones. But we should still be okay with being able to stagger all of this. Is there a good one-handed weapon for those time warp 5-man raids you can get? There probably is. I don't remember what in Cataclysm drops, but probably. 335 is what drops right now from time walking. So if your item level is way lower than 335, like my mage yesterday was like 312, 313, something like that. And I started doing some time walkings, and I got a lot of upgrades just from the basic 335s. Alright, let's keep this guy on me and then just start clearing some of this area. So I think the keys are going to open up these cells behind me. I thought they opened up the gates as well, but apparently they don't. So for sure I'm going to be able to open up one of these jail cells right here. Alright, so I threw out my stun. A lot of magic damage going out right now, and the only way to really combat magic damage is interrupts, stuns, anything like that. You can also like Ring of Peace if you have that. If you throw a Black Ox statue and it taunts for you, it can take some of that magic damage as well. So depends on what you're running, what you can do. So here's this key that I'm using to unlock this. So I was able to do that one, and then I think there's more keys like over here somewhere. Nope, I don't see more keys. Let's see if I can... They spawn in completely random locations. Let's do this. Any keys? No keys. No keys. Don't see any keys. I don't see any keys over there either. So, we did get a big pull here, but hopefully I can handle it by popping Fortifying. Let's see. Let's see how this goes, guys. Gonna pop Fortifying, gonna try to stay alive. These salt blasts and stuff are gonna be being tanked by the Black Ox statue, which just went down. So let me get another one up. Let me get a stun going, so hopefully my statue has time to taunt these guys. And then these guys are gonna start running away in fear. I think we're good. I think we're good. Really big pull, but we're good. If this pull was on the Prot Warrior, I'd be very scared. I think this is fine now. We should be able to handle this. This is just about one pull now at this point. So let's interrupt whenever we can. I don't want to purify if I don't need to, so I'll see how the damage intake is. And even though I'm in a heavy stagger, as long as your damage intake, as long as the healer can keep up with it, you don't necessarily need to purify heavy staggers every single time, right? Heavy stagger starts at 60, goes all the way up to 300%, I believe. So it's not necessary to purify if your healer can keep up. Like right now, I was starting to go down with that heavy stagger, so now I actually did interrupt it, right? I mean, did purify it. So it depends. That's the hard part about monk tanking, is it's so feely based, right? It depends on how your stagger currently feels. It depends on how your healing received currently feels. It's a lot of like little things that are hard to exactly describe. They're gonna change from pull to pull. Also, you can prevent a lot of mobs cast too with Ring of Peace by bouncing them around. Yes, you can. You use that on Mother. Nice, man. We don't have a Brewmaster monk tank, so I haven't really seen one tank Mother, that is. Alright, so I do actually need to run away for the fear if it does go off. Like if I don't have my interrupt, I do actually need to run, unlike on my warrior. If for some reason we don't have an interrupt, which you should, but if for some reason I don't, I can just stay in and immune the fear. But for this guy, it's the one thing I don't have. There's the fear. My interrupt was coming off of cooldown as that cast was going out. I thought I was going to be able to get it, and I thought wrong. So we are going to have crippling shiv go out. So someone should get that one. Alright, there it is. I got it. And now we're gonna get all the ads. What add-ons are you using? Bodieman, I just did a video. If you head over to my YouTube, I just posted a video a few hours ago with all of my add-ons updated so far. So if you want to take a look, definitely on my YouTube channel, my friend. Which I believe there's a link on Twitch to it. If not, I will add one. Alright, so this is getting to some high damage here. Let's interrupt Motivating Cry. That is going to buff the boss by a lot. That being said, we also already have Tyrannical. There's no need. Uh-oh. I'm the one getting mauled. I'm the one getting mauled. I need this to break. There it is. Oh man, hopefully this LOS is a dip. Okay. Howling Fear, let me go ahead and interrupt that one myself. And uh-oh, going down. That was a lot of damage while I was being just stunned. So it's like tanking the boss and tanking the stun damage. And it took a long time to break me out, but we're good now. Alright, let me have some recovery time here. And is my healer... Yeah, my healer is the Mistweaver. So we should be good. Mistweaver, I saw him like at full mana right now. So we should be good. There's a non-elite that stayed back there, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. Non-elites bouncing around, it is what it is. It'll happen sometimes. No one? No one? No one? No one's over here. I expected a little... I expected more people to just follow me all the way through. Didn't happen. We can be running this dungeon a little bit faster, that's all. Alright, Riot Shield. Let me go ahead and throw out my stun there to go ahead and get rid of that. And Handcuff, I'm going to go ahead and interrupt that one as well. There's Riot Shield going out again. I do have a heavy stagger because I did a big pull, but it shouldn't be too bad. Yeah, I'm not really dipping any lower, and now I got to a moderate stagger, so we're good. Found it, thank you. Yeah, no problem, Bodie man. Confusing keys with rats. What's what you get for coming from Undercity? Yeah, Undercity is no more. However, having the cockroach vendor and all the random critters and stuff. One thing I have noticed about BFA Dungeons 2, they seem to have more random critters than previously. And I noticed it a lot on my mage. Because on my mage, I'm throwing out Frozen Orb and I'm expecting it to hit the guy I'm looking at, right? The guy who's in direct line of sight of me. But randomly, it'll just clip a critter. And now all of a sudden, your Frozen Orb is like way short, way off target where it should be. And it's one of those things that's like, I didn't know that there was critters on the way. Why does Frozen Orb trigger with critters? So it's either like critters need to get nerfed in dungeons, or they need to make Frozen Orb not trigger off of critters. Either one. Either one. That one's one that's a little bit annoying, that I have seen a lot more in these dungeons. In Temple, the super part of the orbs you need to dodge or you get pushed back is it's a rock on the roof that's always messing with your camera. Really? I can't say I've ever had that happen to me, but yeah, I've noticed the camera angles this expansion are something else. Alright, we can just skip all this stuff. Nope. Nope, we can't. Okay. Well, we can skip it, but I think everybody just ran into it. So, let me throw out my statue over there, have my statue tank it up a little bit, and I can actually... Being a big Tarn just gets in the way of the camera angles, I'm telling you guys. I'm trying to like LOS pull. And this is like the best camera angle I can LOS pull at. Alright. Everything's on me now. So if it's not on the statue, it's on me. So threw another statue over there. And we should be good with this. Let me interrupt one of the handcuffs. Can't interrupt both of them, but I can interrupt one of them. The Mythic +Keys are just so annoying. I can't believe there's a thing and make or break a dungeon. Yeah, there's I I've seen a lot of little things in Siege of Boralus. Trying to get a charge or a leap on a warrior is a challenge every single time. I don't know why it's such a challenge, but there's a lot of areas that have like boardwalk, right? So one part of the boardwalk is like a separate floor from the other part of the boardwalk, and there's no way to connect them. So there's a lot of little things in certain dungeons that just I don't understand. When you're running on the bridge in Temple of Seth immediately after the first boss, if you have something like roll, right, like if you're playing a monk, or blink on a mage, the carpet on that bridge can cause your roll to either break, or it can cause you to lose your footing on your character. Like, let's say there's a thing that spawns right in front of you, right? One of those things that you need to dodge, one of those arrows. If there's an arrow thing that spawns right in front of you, and you happen to hit the edge of that carpet, your character is going to be falling for a little bit, so you can't really dodge it. Like, your character is going to be in the middle of a fall animation, and if you try to blink at the edge of that carpet, your character won't blink. It's considered like an actual cliff, so you can't actually blink. And then if you roll, you can get caught on the end of your roll there, and that will that'll cause your character to go forward a little bit more. So trying to dodge things and trying to be on that bridge is just not a fun time. Alright, shoot him. Blizzard loves crappy camera angles. I can't English today. I am so sorry. In islands, camera angles are really bad too. They did a really good job at making islands seem alive and like lush and rainforesty, right? Like there's a lot of work in that, and every island does feel like it's got a lot of trees. It feels very, very full, especially for it being such a small island. That being said, it leads to some really bad camera angles. Why are we not doing it this way? I'm gonna shoot some people. That's okay. They're in the way. It's gonna take longer to kill these mobs this way than it will to just DPS them. All right.
Stand ready, men. There.
Wait, did they pull this?
Check your fire.
No. Okay,
I'm
that's fine.
looking at you,
We'll do this.
Master. If any of these Azerite munitions explode, we'll all be dust.
Yeah, it definitely takes a lot longer to just DPS him down. I wonder if MDI strategy theory crafter here. I wonder if the MDI strategy is going to have a group that like does a skystep potion and runs all of the trash over to here with the cannons and just cannons all the trash down. Like does a ring of peace, maybe like some blanket stuns, and just gets all this trash down with these cannons. I would imagine that that's gonna be one of those cheese strat ways of getting it all down. Killed my healer, but hey. Monk is still faction of the month? Absolutely, 100%. Monk saw the most representation. I got entered in combat. Monks saw the most representation in the Mythic World First race. By a long shot, too. And I think they still do. I think if we look at old tier tanks, I believe monks are still like extremely far ahead in first place. Watch the YouTube video, but you don't know if you missed something. What add-ons are the ones showing your abilities you have active, like Brute or Jade? Oh, that's my custom weak auras, Bodhi Man. So if you want my custom weak auras, that should spam Twitch and YouTube. I don't see the spam going out. All right, let me get you the link, Bodhi Man. Why is that not going out? Stream Deck failing. All right, let me get you this, Bodhi Man. While my healer runs back anyway. Today is a day of a lot of rip keys. All right, Bodhi Man. those are my tanking weak auras. If it actually typed out. Those are my tanking weak auras, and you can just download them and import them for yourself. Logging you into chat. There it is. Alright, there you go. Alright, everybody's here. Oh wait, we still need to res this guy. He didn't run back this whole time. Wait, how did we get more ads? Oh, the healer running back brought in more ads. Just shoot the pugs? I did. Unfortunately, I did. You prefer Prot Warrior though? Having a shield and sword beats everything. I really like my Prot Warrior as well. That being said, I can absolutely admit that it's a little broken right now. So one thing you can do to make this boss fight a little bit easier is just grab the barrels that are right here and walk them all the way out of the room. There's this other barrel. Alright, that's fine. Let's do it. Don't face tank on barrels. I don't think that matters. She faces a random direction. I really do think that this group had a told to gore rip key before I joined. They seem very afraid of certain things with the tank. Like, the tank can't do this, all right? So I really do think that they had a pretty bad rip key. That being said, I think this is going to be a rip key as well. We don't have that much time left. We haven't had wipes, but it's been really, really like slow and thorough. Whoa, whoa, what? That healer was like straight up went to go stand in it. Oh, we're all gonna take one of them. All right.
Beware.
Nope, not gonna happen. All right. Did we lust? We did lust on this boss. That's good. Yeah. Sorry guys, I'm a little more quiet on my monk than I am on my warrior because everything isn't as second nature as it is on my warrior. So it does lead me to get a little bit. Oh, this is not going to be a good one. Nope. You have to take some sort of damage, at least one. Alright, let's try to recover, get some expel harm going. Most of the group is dead. It's just me and the healer now. It's just me and the healer. So, I'm going to say this is not going to be a rip, but it's going to be damn close. Alright, so I just need to do 160,000 damage.
Beware.
Why? One of the DPSers said it was my fault already. Not quite sure how. Alright, we're good, we're good, we're good.
Beware.
The Prot Warrior is the weakest tank at the moment. Yes, it is, Bodhi. Yes, it is. Alright. Oh, man.
Beware.
Spam those tiger palms? I did. We got him. We got him. What is your monk's item level? 335. 335. Not very high. Not very high. I can do mythics. I can do mythic pluses. The big reason why I can do mythic plus is just because monks are in a really good place right now. I don't even have, like, I would be getting upgrades from mythic zeros, right? Mythic zeros are 340, so I'd be getting upgrades from mythic zeros.
Beware.
Nice. People keep dying to the cannons. All right, so let me bring them back. Let me bring them back here. Let me drop a statue so it can taunt off. And do the deeps, man. Oh, you missed. You missed the shot. Let's do another one. There you go. Another one. There you go. Another one. There you go. Another statue. Taunt. Nice. We're good. Let's see how this this boss goes. I'm gonna be hopeful. I'm not gonna hold my breath. Hi, Koth. How you doing? Gotta go. Have a nice evening. For sure, Bodhi. Thanks for stopping by, Bodhi. I appreciate it. Yeah, it's really late at night for you. Alright. Let's get a pull going. For some reason, I'm already in combat. Not quite sure why I'm in combat, but I was. I also heard that in order for you to dodge cross ignition, you can actually run into the hitbox of the boss and stack on top, and you dodge cross ignition. I don't know how true or not true this is, because it's not too. Oh, 2 people already got hit by that. Gotta tell you, this isn't looking good. It isn't looking good when it comes to survivability in this boss fight. But the big reason why I tank in this corner, by the way, is just so that I can just get knocked back onto this platform. I shouldn't be too much movement from me. So cross ignition, let me just go this way, and let me actually start stepping away a little bit. Let me stand right here for that. The camera angle is still really hard to see. Like I like standing there, but as much as I like standing there, that camera angle can be brutal sometimes. And then like the Deadeye, I don't know how Deadeye is cast, because there it is, I finally got it, but I tried standing in a previous Deadeye and it just didn't work. It just didn't work. So I'm not quite sure how Deadeye is like handled by the server. It doesn't seem as straightforward as I feel like it should be. Not quite sure where my healer is. I think my healer probably got these big stun, because I wasn't receiving heals for a little bit, but it's okay. We're alive. We're alive for now. Explosive burst. Let me just put my back right here. As long as I'm in this area, right? This area can't be hit by cannons. Cannons are non-existent right here, so I don't have to worry about it. I still have the Deadeye debuff, so I won't be taking it for healer or mage, whoever it's on. One of the ranged. As much as I like standing on those stairs, sometimes it's a little hard to see. All right. There's a cross ignition. Let me just do a little sidestep here. And the boss should be able to go down pretty quickly now. I think everybody's up. There are some people that are like way too far out of range, unfortunately, but should be able to get the boss down regardless of how many people die at this point. Let me get the Deadeye. Make sure that's see, and then like I'm standing right in front of it and I don't get the Deadeye debuff, so I don't know if the Deadeye debuff is dodgeable or if it just went right through me and just didn't hit me at all. Was that? Oh hey, that was not a rip key, guys. It was not. And great, the only 370 piece of gear I have is what I get. Nice, nice, Blizzard. Do I use a macro for statue? I do not. I do not. But the thing is, I don't run statue often. Necrotic week, I definitely am gonna run statue. But like other weeks, I don't normally run statue. I normally run Ring of Peace. So since I don't run statue often, I don't have a macro for it. But I definitely need to get one. You hate that fight? Just hate it because stupid heart beating stun. Oh, the heart beating stun. Yeah, that fight can get a little rough depending on where you're standing and what you're doing, how you're kiting things. Should have been sleep an hour ago. Don, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. You can dodge the Deadeye, and most likely the first time you've ever dodged it. I haven't. So I've stood in front of it and seen it not go out on me, but I've also had it happen where I stand right in front of it and it goes through me and hits the person behind me. So I've had it happen where it just goes right through me, and I don't know if that was because the boss was standing like on one stair, like slightly higher than me. So it's just one of those things that's a little weird with that Deadeye. what in the world does Expel Harm do? Expel Harm eats all of your current orbs that are out right now, right? So draw in all of your healing spheres and you do a small little AoE damage around you. But if you ever need like spot healing, like let's say you've already done this pull, you've already done this boss, whatever it is that you're doing, and you know that the stagger is going to get really heavy, you don't want to over purify, you want to save a healing cooldown without running healing elixirs, because healing elixirs is subpar in my opinion for Mythic Plus. You can stack up like maybe about 3 or 4 of your orbs, and Expel Harm is going to do a really decent amount of healing. So if you look at your healing orbs, your healing sphere heals you and it scales. So right now my healing orb heals me for about almost 10k, 9.5. So if I get 3 orbs, that's a like 28.5k healing by just doing 3 of them. So Expel Harm can be held on to if you have like the right Azurite traits as well, right? You need this Azurite trait right here. So if you have the right Azurite traits, you can hold on to things and kind of have like a little bit of spot healing. Debated by Blizz, dude, I'm telling you, this 370 I have already. Alright, let's do another key. Let's do another key. What other key do you guys want to see? I think somebody mentioned Under Rot, right? And the orbs can crit. It is glorious. Yes, it's nice. It's nice. And every now and it's one of those things that's based off of RNG, so you can't necessarily plan ahead. You can't say when this fight happen, when this exact moment happens, I'm gonna draw in 3 orbs, because at that moment you might have 1 orb, you might have 4 orbs, you might only have 2. So you can't count on like a set amount of orbs always being there. They're definitely they spawn depending on how much damage you've taken. And then they also spawn depending on Azurite traits and stuff like that. So you can kind of gauge it a little bit, but it's not like 100%. This is exactly how and when it drops. This is how, like a demon hunter. When you fracture, you spawn soul fragments. When you shear, you spawn a soul fragment. Like this is guaranteed, tried and true. When you use that global, that's what happens. On a Brewmaster, it's a little more. It's a little bit more like general timing. And you don't have to walk over the spheres either. So if you walk over the spheres, you get the heal from the sphere just by walking over it. But you don't do like the... I don't believe you do the AoE component of it. But yeah, you can either choose to walk over them or choose to like hold on to them. What's up, Mind Games? How you doing? I did not repair, but it should be okay. We should be fine. Oh, I should actually be running, do I have a tome? I do not have a tome. Oh, I do have a tome. I should be running, Ring of Peace. I do not need Black Ox statue for this one. So I'll run Ring of Peace. That's one thing that is actually, I think, kind of neat on other tanking classes, is that you have different builds, right? Depending on what kind of Mythic Plus you're going to go into, depending on the weeks, on the affixes, whatever it is that you're running, you're going to be like, oh, hey, I should pick this up instead of that. And on a Prot Warrior right now, it's pretty cut and dry. Like, you run Unstoppable Force, you run Anger Management. You know, there's things you just run because they're way better than everything else.
The blood trolls are scattered.
And other tanking classes at least have the ability. Like somebody mentioned Blackout Combo earlier. You can run Blackout Combo. I see a lot of people also run Dampen Harm instead of Bob and Weave. It gives them an extra defensive cooldown. I like Chi Wave. That being said, I'm probably in the minority here. Most people run Eye of the Tiger. The reason I like Chi Wave is because I play my Prot Warrior so much. Chi Wave is where my heroic throw button is. So if I ever need to do a ranged pull, I will do my Chi Wave. That is, it's the same button as a heroic throw, right? So if I see a pack over there and I want to pull it over here to me, I'm just gonna hit that button and do my ranged ability. Like the matron right now, that's how I'm gonna pick her up, right? Chi Wave. And that's the biggest reason why I run Chi Wave. It's just what I'm used to when I'm tanking, as opposed to like hitting taunt and getting them to run over me just via taunt. I'm very used to having that actual ability that goes out and does damage. you might need to level up your monk. Monks are in a very strong place right now. I mean, there's a reason why they're Fashion of the Month. Is it a little exaggerated when Fashion of the Month gets that out of hand that monks are the like 90% of tank being used for stuff? Sure, it's a little exaggerated. But that being said, there is a reason why it's Fashion of the Month, and that's because they are strong. They just are strong. Let me interrupt the heal, the self-healing that guy was going to cast on himself. We didn't get an interrupt on the Gift of Cahoon, which is unfortunate, but it should be fine. Let me get an interrupt on that one. I threw my stun out, my leg sweep on that. I don't have my interrupt. Nope. Looks like we get both of these guys for a little bit more. Let's go left because we don't have all the matrons over here. I also just want to make sure I pull this without getting them too close to the next pool, that they all pull together.
Beware.
Alright, so I'm going to interrupt the Blood Bolt, stack them up a little bit more, away from the rest of the pool. I had already used my interrupt to stack them up, so I couldn't get to interrupt that Gift of Cahoon, unfortunately. Wish I could have. And I couldn't interrupt that that self-heal as well. Those two things were definitely already on DR. Okay, so here's the power of Ring of Peace. I can just kind of hide on the other side of it and nothing can reach me. So it helps give me a little bit of a break. I was taking high damage there. We don't have a Warlock or anything. If we had a Warlock, we could banish a big mask guy, but we don't. So just gonna have to go in there and tank things up. I don't want to use another ISP if I don't need to on this guy. Alright, let's just do it. Alright, so I'm dying, man. Okay, we're good. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna CC that mob back there and instantly have it be broken. There we go. That's proper tanking technique. The Halloween Despair that this mask was casting, that needs to be interrupted 100% of the time, because that is going to be a big AoE spell that does damage to everybody. It can one-shot you on higher level keys. So that Despair needs to be interrupted every single time. There is no maybe, there is no it would be nice if you would. It just needs to happen. So I'm saving my interrupt at this point. Spirit does have the Gift of Cahoon, so it's just going to be really annoying. There it is. Oh, people were dead. A lot of people were dead. Not quite sure what killed them. I'm assuming just the stare damage. We don't even have fortified this week. It shouldn't be that high. Chi wave to victory. Where's that +10? Inferno, we ran 2+8 earlier in the stream. My monk doesn't have the gear for something like that, unfortunately, but my warrior does. So I was running higher keys on my warrior. My monk, unfortunately, still a small wee little baby monk.
Beware. Beware.
So here's a creeping rock going out right now. I think that demon hunter just kind of tanked it. All right, so I believe the ad can be CC'd. No, okay. I dropped that ring of peace. I thought the ad was CCable, but is not CCable. You can throw out your interrupts, which I do as much as I can. Also, that Sanguine Feast, you want to get away. You saw how 3 people in the group got hit by that. That adds a dot to you as well. Just stresses out your healer a little bit more. A lot more damage going out if you do get hit by that. Let's throw out my breath. And I do have 1 orb right now. Like, I'm dipping down, so I'm going to expel harm that 1 orb. I wish it was like 2 or 3, but there it is. I got another orb right now. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why is this ad still up? Oh, okay. There we go. Now no people are dead. That was weird. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do this pull because I'm a monk and I don't care about things. I don't care about the safety of anyone. No, I'm just kidding. I can do this, right? I can do that, and then the ticks are never going to reach me, and I laugh at them. Oh no, some people took that bite to the face. But with a monk, it's stuff like that you can do. that people dead? Yeah, people dead. Hey, repair. I think they're watching the stream. They knew that I didn't repair. Why? Why? Oh man. Running in ahead of the tank and just starting to just full out DPS. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. I've never understood that. It's just it's such a death sentence. It's just something I don't understand. Alright. If you are also running high Mythic Plus this week and you do have an under rock key, what you can do is this Krog boss is really good with Lust, right? It's important to pop Lust, or you don't have to, but it's really nice to have Lust for this boss. So if you do not have Lust for this boss, what you can do is continue clearing all the trash after this boss, because you don't need to kill this boss to continue clearing trash, and just keep running through and then come back when Lust is back up, right? Trash is just gonna take so long that you can actually do it that way. So if you guys are running a Mythic Plus on a really high key and you need to buy yourself time for Lust, it doesn't need to be a complete waste where everybody's just kind of standing still doing nothing. You can just keep clearing trash and getting those enemy forces completed. How do I find monk tanking? It's good. I like it. I really do like it. I prefer my warrior, but monk tanking is very strong. You know what I find about monk tanking is I'm not an amazing monk tank, right? I haven't monk tanked in the past. I started monk tanking in the beta, so I haven't been monk tanking for a long time. I don't have the built-in automatic responses that I should have as a monk tank, and what I find in it is that it's very forgiving. If I was this slow to react in certain situations on my warrior, it would lead to a lot more deaths. A lot more deaths. Like a lot more just deaths of me, wipes of the group. But on a Brewmaster monk, I just feel like I have a cushion, an area to respond, and if I don't necessarily respond immediately and do things incredibly quickly, then I can still perform well. So it's a good tanking class to learn because it does have that forgiveness. And I don't think every tank offers that. I think Prot Warriors don't offer that. I think DKs and Demon Hunters also don't offer that. Like if you don't know how to best use your runic power and how to death strike properly on a death knight, you're gonna have a really bad time on high keys. So there's, you know, like their main portion of what they do, it's one of those things that it takes a while to learn, and you can't just jump into it and get it all done. But yeah, I find monk tanking to be forgiving, which is nice. It's nice. It's a nice change of pace. You have a hour and 30-minute commute every day, and you make my Wednesday and Friday commute pass quickly. Cass Collins, thank you. Thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. I'm sorry I wasn't live last Friday. I really couldn't tank with that. The broken mouse. The broken mouse was spam clicking the middle mouse wheel click, so I couldn't even click on my abilities. Like, not even, hey, you know what? I'll just become a clicker for a day. It didn't let me because it was already spam clicking a button for me. So there was no way I could get anything done. I tried to run a pre-made Mythic Plus, and that was already frustrating enough. I couldn't accept reses because I couldn't click anything. I couldn't mount up. I couldn't click the two abilities that were really key to my rotation. So yeah, there was no way I could go live on Friday, unless it would have just been like a non-game type of live, like a Q&A or something. But it was very last minute. But I appreciate the kind words, and I appreciate you watching me on your commute every day, or every Wednesday and Friday. I'm a monk and I don't care about the safety of anyone. It's true. It's true. As a monk, I'm gonna survive. Listen, when the zombie apocalypse hits, who are you gonna care about? You're gonna care about everyone else? No, you're gonna look out after yourself first. You're gonna look out after yourself and your rats, Brittany. Okay, so this boss is easier tanked if everyone stacks right here, and I tank the boss over here. That being said, we're probably just gonna do a pull and gung-ho this. It's a +2, shouldn't be that bad. Alright, so everybody's gonna stack on X and I stack on purple. Either way, as long as we're over here. Come on, guy. Come on, guy. That's not, no. So the reason you want to stack up on purple is so that he charges into the bones. And then all of these, like, larvas are actually just stacked up in this small distance right here. So that's what makes that technique. And then you see this, like the indigestion on the tank. It doesn't get very far. Very easy to handle. And then the tantrum is the only thing that, like, yeah, good luck with that. Good luck with that. See that charge? Look at that. Look at that. That's so easy to handle. That's the truth. Your rats have a Let's GTFO bag in case they're ready for zombies. Really? You've already got like a packed bag ready to go for your little rats. All right. I don't know. I'm not receiving too much healing, which is not cool. Indigestion. Alright, so everybody's here. Whatever, we'll just stay right here. I threw out my stun. And so those two little guys got stunned. And then let's do a charge here. And we should be okay. We should be able to do the rest of this boss. Even though we're way out of original position. Let me back him up a little bit. Yeah, I wasn't receiving too many heals during that tantrum phase, and I realized that there's a lot of AoE damage that goes out, but like this, like that was only my expel harm. I don't think everybody's stepping on the larvas. Uh-oh, I'm going down. I'm going down on a Brewmaster Monk. Anything is possible today. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go down to this. I think I'll die. There it is. There it is. Come on, we can do this. Keep me alive. Is the healer or where is my healer? Oh, healer is Zoom. Okay, that makes a lot of sense. This is not going to end well. There it is. It did end well. I was wrong. Red said to tell you that Monk tank, best tank every day, all days, every month, all the time. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. Right now, Monk tanks are killing it. Alright. Let my healer get mana. There it is. Should be good. Alright, let's pick them all up. Make sure we're focused on the Death Speaker because he's going to try to summon a lot more people. And then, let's say like you're running a really high key and this is doing a ton of damage to you. You can't drop heavy stagger. What you can do is just drop a Ring of Peace on top of yourself. Now I'm going to save it because this isn't doing that much damage to me. But you can just drop that Ring of Peace right on top of yourself and stand in it. And nothing's going to be able to get you. The monsters are not going to be able to get to you, I promise. He's a Demon Hunter. That explains everything. Demon Hunter actually mains a monk. I know. Confusing. Confusing. It's like, hey, my name's Bob, but everybody calls me Joseph. Like, why? Why is that? That's not how things work. Like, yeah, no, just trust me. That's just what everybody calls me. Alright, so let's pull these guys. I'll just go ahead and be designated interrupter for this Defiler. There it is. The raised dead cast almost went off. I threw out my stun to stop it. There it is. Somebody else got an interrupt. Perfect. It's like we know how to do things. This is weird. I'll forgive you this time. I'm sorry, Cass. I don't miss streams on purpose. I promise. I enjoy the stream. I enjoy talking to you guys as well. Leveling your Prot warrior because of me. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, what level are you right now, Carlos? That's a little concerning, man. Are you sure? Are you sure you're ready for the Prot Warrior challenge? It's like Mage Tower all the time. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. You'll be fine. Alright, so one thing I do like about monk tanking in this particular dungeon is, oh, hey, is that people body pull. No. One thing I do like about monk tanking in this particular dungeon is that I can do stuff like this and run into mushrooms and then detox myself. So, as much as I have to clean the area with shockwave, I can also clean the area myself by detoxing myself. Alright, so upheaval going out.
Beware.
I need the heals. I need the heals. Alright, we're good. We're good. It's so weird seeing a monk that has stagger available going down so quickly. It's definitely one of those things that's like, that's not right. Alright. Let me detox myself. Oh, I'm gonna die. I'm definitely gonna die.
Beware.
The boss should also be at about 50% at this point, right after the second phase, so that's not good. DPS is also, all things considered, a little low. This is no fun. This is just no fun. Oh, healer's dead. That makes sense. That makes sense. I was like, why do I keep dying? Yeah, healer's been dead. Healer's been dead for a while before the shockwave went out.
Beware.
We got a small dog carrier so they can have a pretty big space to chill and be carried around. Zombies aren't getting my goddamn rats. Ah, man. Because zombie rats are a real thing. That'll happen. Alright, this I hope doesn't disband. It's just a +2. We can get through this, guys. Come on. Come on, everyone. We can just push through it. Dingle Dangle, you're 119 now. One more to go. Congrats. Congrats on the ding. Hey, buddy. How's it going today? Brian, today has been rough, man. A lot of rip keys today. 2+8 rip keys on my warrior and my brewmaster monk. Last key was not a rip key. It was barely on time. I have a very sneaky subscription. I have a feeling this is also going to be a rip key. Also, English. Very hard today. The Underroth, the memories, the wipes. It's pretty bad today. Doesn't help that there's been a lot of body pulls. Alright. Everybody's here. Everybody's here. Let's go. So let me get ready for a shockwave. I see 3 mushrooms spawning over here. So let me actually step in them like this so I can get that going. There's the shockwave. There we go. Alright. So now what I'll do is, are these guys going to get these? No, okay. So what I'll do is step into 2 and detox myself instantly. And just have that going for me. Here's a shockwave. How did we get ticks here? What? Wait. How are there ticks here? What is this? Everybody was here. Okay, so everybody got here mounted up, but somebody body pulled these and ran them all the way over here without saying, guys, I accidentally body pulled. Oh, hey, look at that. That's fine. You can tank that tick. That's fine. These are the kind of runs that like hurt your heart. It's like, if you body pulled, you can just say, hey, don't pull the boss yet. There's some stuff chasing me. It'll be coming up right now. Sneaky subscription. Yep. That's how they get you with that Dreadwake mount, man. It's a sneaky subscription. English is cool today. I'm telling you. This was one of those days. You have to be fast on a warrior tank. You like it? Yes, you do. You need to be on the ball all the time. You just ordered a Logitech G502 mouse and it won't be here until tomorrow. You can't use it. Nice, dude. I just ordered that as well and I got it on Sunday. Bring the mark to the green until it expires. Not Sunday, Monday. I'm sorry, yesterday. Yeah, they're okay. Nobody body pulled, right? Are we good? Are we good? Alright. Alright. But yeah, I just got a Logitech G502 as well. That's interesting. So my previous mouse broke and that's why I didn't stream on Friday. It didn't let me click anything. I couldn't properly do anything, to be honest with you. So I bought a G502 and so far so good, man. So far so good. It feels really good and responsive. Oh, I see what's happening. So the healer can't heal me because the people that get the debuff are running through the mushrooms. They're not just like running into the mushrooms and just hanging out there. They keep running through them and getting hit and getting like stacks and stacks of the debuff. So the DPSers keep almost dying. So all the heals are going to them right now. That look, let's see. Oh wait, these guys stood correctly. Okay, so maybe it's just one of the DPSers is doing that. Because I definitely saw one of the DPSers do it that way, and it's like, that's not, no. Okay, so let me detox myself. I'm also still getting used to the G502 because I changed key bindings to not break the mouse wheel on this one. This isn't good. This isn't good.
Beware.
Everybody's really low. Healer is, oh, healer zoom. Okay. And DPS is low. Like the boss should be dead. After the second festering harvest goes out, like that should be a dead boss. I don't know if I said dead boss or dead tank. Maybe I'm just subliminally speaking about myself in the third person. Yeah, this isn't gonna end well. This is just gonna be a lot. There it is. It unfortunately it ended. Healer was after this, after the or before the second festering harvest. I clicked on the healer. That healer was already. How do you like the G502 you pumped to get it? I like it. I like it. It feels I like the fact that it comes with weights. Mice that come with like customizable weights are definitely a plus for me. I like my mice a little bit heavier. Even though I don't play a first-person shooter, I still like my mice a little bit heavier. So I definitely like that, and the buttons feel nice. They have like good real estate. I play. Sorry. I play on a little bit of an incline. So like my mice or my mouse is going to be a little bit higher than like my elbow. It's not, you know, not ergonomic, but yeah. So I play like that. So unfortunately, the second button near the left click is a little bit hard to press on the G502, but that's just because of the way that I put my hands on the mouse and the way that I'm positioned in my seat right now. But everything else feels really good. Rib key. We do have 5 minutes left. I do think it's a rib key. That was 2 full wipes. That was 2 full wipes. You've had your Prot Warrior for 9 years, considering how shitty things are in Prot Warrior right now. It's nice to see some Prot Warrior love out there. Cass, yeah, I've had my Prot Warrior for a long time, but I did take a lot of breaks from World of Warcraft, right? Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King I played religiously. That being said, I was not a Prot Warrior for both of them. I was a Holy Paladin for TBC, and then I went Prot Warrior for Wrath of the Lich King. So, yeah, I haven't been a Prot Warrior. My Prot Warrior was born during Wrath of the Lich King, was created during Wrath of the Lich King. So I didn't Prot Warrior tank in vanilla or TBC. I was a healer. But then, like, when Mop and Cataclysm and all that came out, I would switch my mains every expansion, and I would play for the first few months, and then not really play that much after that. So I've had my Prot Warrior for quite a while, but I didn't play through all the expansions. After Wrath of the Lich King, it was just very hit and miss for me. I would do more. I would do leveling while Prot. I would do dungeon crawling. I would do the first few weeks of like heroic dungeons and gearing up for the raid, doing like the badges, the Valor badges, things like that. I would gear up, and then the raids would come out. I wouldn't have a guild, and I would stop playing. That's how it was for me. The large majority of the expansions after Wrath of the Lich King. And then when Legion came out, that's when I was like wanting to come back full force, and I was like, I need to see guides in this manner, and there was none. So at that point I was like, okay, hold on. I created my channel because I was like, I want to see guides like this. Oh my god. Oh, this group is great. The guy asked for a res, and the healer didn't res him and said, how about next time you just move? Because he did die to the tentacles. I get it. But he didn't want to res him either. He just let him sit there for a little bit. This is a rib key. There's no way we're doing the boss in this time. This will be the last guy we need for enemy forces. Yeah, 100%. Ribkey and a +2. Yeah, it's done, man. It's done. We integrated our raid team with another friends team. We ended up making one awesome team. Nice. 7 out of 8 normal. Nice, Brian. Very nice. What time do you guys raid?
Beware.
Blizzard heard that you like ticks, so they put ticks in your boss fight. God, those things are the worst. They did get nerfed a lot though, and I'll tell you what, the nerfed version is not that terrible, and I don't mind the nerfed version. But before they were nerfed, they were really ridiculous in beta, and they went live like that. I couldn't believe that they actually went live in the exact same manner. Like when we were in beta, there was a lot of things that I was like, okay, you know what? Blizzard said they're gonna do numbers tuning, so I'm gonna believe them. I'm gonna believe in the fact that they're gonna tune their numbers. But then all of a sudden, like when BFA originally came out, a lot of those numbers were still very similar, and it was like, why? Is my healer No, my healer's not but there's a little bit of some low healing here, guys. I'm dying. Why am I dying? Expel harm. Try to stay alive. Man. Alright, cleanse me, cleanse me, cleanse me. No! Cleanse me! Oh my god. This is fun. There's also not enough deeps to like just keep spawning the ads that we need to handle, right? So the ads that we need to handle spawn only when the boss's blood shield is at 100%, which is just from damage. So there's not enough damage right now. Like we're at 89. We're gonna need 2 more sets of ads. 2 more, not 1. 2 more sets of ads. So we're gonna need to keep up this boss fight for about another 3 minutes, to be honest with you, in order to complete it. I don't think that's happening. Healer is probably very soon. We're also running out of space. Someone's dead already. One person's dead. Try to stay alive. Healer's
Beware.
Healer is and even with this set of ads that's out right now, that's not enough. We need 1 more. We need to get this blood shield back up to 100 again, and then re-kill it. What's the damage looking like? Oh hey, I'm out DPSing 2 of the 3 DPSers. I honestly hadn't looked at the meters. That's disheartening. You got a fever and the only prescription with more Ribkey? I got you, man. Here, take all this Ribkey. Please take it away from me. You also ordered their cloth gaming mousepad too? Oh, I didn't do that. Ribkey spam from Brittany. Feels bad, man. Did I switch over to slobs yet? No, not yet. Not yet. I haven't taken a look at that. You were a rogue in TBC. Rage Boy was born in Wrath. Nice. Also had a Prot Pally and a bear. In Wrath, I had my Prot Warrior that I enjoyed playing the most. And then other things I did during Wrath that really took up a lot of time was I enjoyed playing my Fire Mage. And I also enjoyed playing my Unholy Death Knight. But my Unholy Death Knight was a PvP twink. So that was like XP turned off, like when they introduced that, you know, XP turned off, BGs just like that. So yeah, I enjoyed playing Unholy Death Knight a lot in those times as well. Let's hope nobody pulls a bunch of extra stuff. If everybody just remembers the path of the light. I think someone's gonna pull one of these worms. There it is. I said it, and so it was. Look at that. If you go and engage the boss, I think it goes away. I think. We'll find out, right? Alright. We made it. I don't know about everyone else. Demon Hunter pulling 3k. Demon Hunter's pulling DK, and I think the Windwalker Monk was also really low. I think that's what I saw. You wish you could jump in and heal for me? No, Brian, we need DPS is what we need. That fight was a 4-minute fight. Like, a +2 4-minute fight is not crazy, but that 4-minute fight should have been the end of it. It should have ended at those 4 minutes. Instead, it was a 4-minute fight and we were halfway through. So it's not necessarily heals. It's more the fact that this healer is having to stress out for like such a long time. 8 to 11 p.m. Central, raid Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Oh, nice. All right, let's do this. Everybody, 2 thumbs up. The face when the heal class with the highest throughput can't keep up the tank with the smoothest. Yeah, it's more deeps than it is the healing. That being said, what's the healing output looking like? Okay. Let's let the heals kind of go out for a little bit. HPS is looking like 7k. I mean, look, 7k HPS is respectable, especially for a +2. It's not bad. But yeah, it's more the fact that we just, for some reason, have really low damage dealers. Alright, but yeah, like the healing per second, 10k. It should be fine. It should be fine. That being said, it's just really long fights for no good reason. Like right now, where are my... Oh, my healer's dead. I'm just gonna stand and crap. Healer's dead. I don't... This isn't gonna... This is my spirit. I'm broken now. I was just broken by that. That's it. Oh my god. This is a +2, guys. Wow. M+Key, baby. Wrath was combat rogue, rest in pieces, which is greatly missed. It is. It's gone. Gone forever now. He was holding 10 to 12k HPS for this run you've been watching. Yeah, so the healing isn't terrible. Maybe he just makes himself go a little too much. You could take the shortcut. What is it with the paladin? Is it their first time to try? It's not. I don't think it's as much the paladin as it is just really slow deeps, to be honest with you. He definitely died to something avoidable there, probably like the barf or something. It's a +2. I know, Vane. I know. I did 2 +8s in the beginning of the stream on my warrior. My monk is not geared enough to run into a +8, so I was like, oh, let's do something easy. +2. It's not working out. I should have done something easier. I should have just queued up for a normal dungeon through LFG. They're a paladin. Oh man. Hey, look, we also killed this worm. The worm that was right here. It's dead. Somebody pulled it. Alright. I get more buff time this way. It's one way of getting it. Wrath and Lich can start with a pally, switch to warrior, always made your 4 tanks until mop. Oh wow. That's a lot of tanking to do every expansion. Easy. Okay. Everybody ready? 2 thumbs up. Let's do this. At this point, we just have to quote Leroy, pray to RNGesus that our group can get through this. Do as much damage as I can as a Brewmaster monk. Just maybe focus on my DPS rotation a little bit more as well. Cleansing light, a little. Whoa! Looks so jumpy.
Beware.
All right, getting more barfs going out here. Red would like to know what item low you recommend for a +2 on a monk. 385. AOTC required. He's gearing up and getting back into raiding. Oh, okay. I thought he was being sarcastic because I'm wiping this. Honestly, a +2 on a monk, you can get away with 315. You're gonna need a group that accepts you at that level because you're going to be severely undergeared. But at like 315, if you know your monking class, you know how to stagger, you know how to purify, you know what to deal with. If you know like boss mechanics too, you'll be fine. Like if you jump in there and heal him, Brittany, although you don't really play your healer anymore, but if you jump in there and heal him, he should be he'll be okay. All right, Demon Hunter's dead. Not quite sure what happened there. I was gonna say I'm out DPSing. I'm only out DPSing a dead person, so that's not anything to write home about. I am very close to DPS from some of the other people though. We still need 2 more sets of ads. That's what's gonna suck right now. That is for sure what's gonna be the most terrible in this dungeon. So we've got 1 more set of ads out right now. And we need to get 1 more set of ads now. So let me pick up this blood visage that just went out right there. I see him. Let me purify a little bit. Let me heal up a little bit. Okay, here, I'm just gonna ring a piece these rotting spores, whatever. Shouldn't be necessary, but hey, why not? Okay. So something else I can do as well. Oh, we're almost getting the other ads. Come on, come on. All we need is the last pair of ads here. I don't think my healer has any more healing for me. I think that's it. Let me vivify. Vivify. I got this. Expel harm. Come on. If we just get this last set of ads, the Titan Keeper here can handle it for us. That's all we need. 1 more set of ads, and the Titan Keeper will do the rest of the job for us. Alright. Please. There it is. There it is. The ads are up. The ads are up. Okay. Okay. We got this. We got this. All we need is to survive now. Titan Keeper is going to kill this all for us. Let me throw a ring of peace there. Please. RNGesus. Let this... That's it. It's over. It's done. Where's this Mythic Plus chest? Oh, God. My heart. And, of course, wrists again that I have 370s up. Blizzard, thank you. It's been an honor, Blizzard. I really appreciate bad luck protection. It's... thank God I have a broken mouse. I'll just take it out on the broken mouse, guys. Hey, it got really dark. When did the light all go away? Oh, I know when the light went away. When we started wiping. There was no more light shining on us. Alright, leave the group. Oh, man. Oh, man. Also, I want to show you guys something else I've been working on as well. Almost there. Almost there. You guess it's because they're low keys and their DPS super low. Yeah, I'm assuming their item level was really low. I wasn't part of like the screening process getting them in here, so maybe the 2 DPSers were like in greens or something, you know. He's 325, so he'll be jumping in and trying. Oh yeah, he's definitely got the gear for it. 325 for sure. Does not look like he's using Beacon of Virtue. Charts could be, yeah. 3 easy, 5 me too. RNGesus has been pleased. That was rough, man. That was really rough. You look just like Tally. He keeps getting cloaks even from his weekly. My monk is the one who he has that 370, right? So something else I've been working on, guys. If you guys play a mage, it's a bit of a copy paste from my warrior, so it's not done yet. But I'm trying to find the best way of making Frost and Mage weak auras work. So we have like buff uptimes here, right? Your Fingers of Frost, your Icicles, your Brain Freeze. I have a few abilities here that might need to be tracked, like Glacial Spike, Frost Nova, Shimmer. That being said, there's not every single ability needs to be tracked, and I don't know if this is the way I want to track cooldowns as well. I might track cooldowns a different way, but I'm working on DPS weak auras as well. So hopefully, throughout the course of this expansion, I can level up one of everything and start getting used to it to the point where I can create weak auras that make sense, as opposed to, like, I can make weak auras that have every single button as an ability here, and that's fine. But in order for me to make them the way that they make sense, in order to make them like the way that the tank or the class actually plays, is a different story. So I'm just kind of working on that. They were probably selling a +2 carry. They didn't do it on time. I don't know if that still counts. And I think you can you still fall through? No. Did they actually fix it? There was a place in the pier here where you could just fall through everything. Alright, guys. That is going to do it for today and today's Rip Key stream. Thank you all for joining me. That was a lot of Rip Keys. I didn't keep up with placing the timestamps for Brewmaster Monk for the Mythic Plus keys. We did 2 of them. But yeah, if you guys enjoy the content and want to help support the channel, I appreciate it. And you can check out my Patreon, link down below. I'll link my social here as well. So you guys can also join the community Discord. There has been a lot of good conversation in there lately. A lot of people asking me about certain equipment I use, add-ons, certain fixes to certain things, like whatever issues you're having. You can join the community Discord. I am very well versed in Prot Warriors, as you guys know, but there are other people in there like Demon Hunter, who is very good at Brewmaster Monk. There's Glocked in there, who's very good at Prot Paladin. There's a lot of people who bring their own specialties, and they're always there on that community Discord. So honestly, thank you guys for joining me. And if you guys want to reach out to me, there is my Twitter and there is my Discord. And it didn't actually link it. Let me actually link it. Here we go. So that's my Twitter. That's my Discord. If you guys want to go ahead and join that, I would be very appreciative. And I will see you guys around. I will be back on Friday with a new live stream for that. That jump made my day. Thank you. You're welcome, man. You're welcome. So yeah, I appreciate it. I'll see you guys on Friday, and thank you to all the patrons. Thank you to all the sponsors. Thank you to everybody who stops by and chats with me, donates, anything that you guys do to interact with me and with this channel. I really do appreciate it. We are almost at 10K subs. Once we hit 10K subs, I'm checking my phone to see how close we are. Once we hit 10K, we're at 9.1817. So once we hit 10K, YouTube will allow us to do merch via YouTube, and that is going to be exciting. So very close to that. Again, thank you all for stopping by. Thank you for chatting with me. I will catch you all. Oh, hey, it finally went through. All right. Well, caps later. I'll see you guys on Friday. So I do have a new mouse, so I will be here Friday. So I'll see you guys then. You've been leveling your priest as disc and running islands like mad. Yeah, this mage, I finished leveling up this mage actually via islands. I did 2 levels of just island spamming because the island pets are worth like 15 to 50k depending on which one you get. So if you want it, they're not guaranteed and they're not like very good drop rates, but you can spam islands and get some good drops and start selling them, man. All right, guys. See you all later.